welcome to a brand new Annual Pass live stream here from the Rooster Teeth studios in Austin, Texas. I am your host, Jack Pattillo, and of course, joining me as always are my lovely, beautiful, and talented co-hosts, BK and Jeff. Hi, Jeffrey. Hi, Beaks.
Hello.
I feel like I just said that like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, you might.
5 minutes ago, you said it with more gusto.
If you're watching this live right now, we may have had a little tech difficulties. It's okay, though, but thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. You guys are the absolute best. We love you very, very much. Annual Pass is my favorite thing I get to do outside of Extra Life, of course. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. And this is our chance, our live stream, where we have an opportunity to hang out with you, the beautiful pass holder community, over on our YouTube chat at youtube.com/annualpass. We're going to jump on over there, subscribe to that channel, jump in the live stream chat. We can keep an eye on it and answer some questions. We've got some cool merchandise stuff to talk about. We got some news. We got Q&A. We're going to be giving away some autographed theme park maps. And it's going to be a really fantastic time. The question, gentleman in the green shirt, banana hat.
I have a question, Jack.
Yes, sir.
You said that this is your favorite thing to do in the company aside from Extra Life?
Yes.
So this makes it your second favorite. What's your third favorite thing to do in the company?
Hang out with you.
Aww.
That doesn't count. What's your third favorite production to do in the company?
Third favorite production to do in the company, man. I mean, like, are you saying like general, like Achievement Hunter, or are you saying?
I mean, you're the one that started this.
favorite.
You tell us.
I mean,
You put him in
Like,
an
obviously,
order.
Extra Life's your favorite thing to do every year.
I mean, Extra Life is the most important thing. I would say the live shows are probably my third favorite thing. Like, I would say maybe Annual Pass and live shows are like almost neck and neck.
How about your fourth favorite thing?
Fourth favorite thing? That's probably gonna be Fails of the Week.
Okay.
It's been a while since we've done one of those.
Back to 2012, but okay.
Coming soon. ...
Oh man, but no, it's gonna be a fun time today. So if you've been tuning into our live streams, you'll know that Jeffrey has been working on the theme park map puzzle that our friends Jennifer and Jessica, the twins, sent us a while ago. It's the opening day theme park map of Magic Kingdom, 51 years old now. October 1st was Magic Kingdom's 51st birthday, and Epcot's 40th. Happy 40th, Epcot. And yeah, so Jeff's working on that. I am working on the big roller coaster. It's a Lego set. It's a roller coaster. So I finished the first half of it, the last stream of these we did. So I'm now working on the second half of it. Beaks is going to be hanging out. You've got some Q&A and some stuff from the audience to talk about, right?
And like a puzzle that was given to us that.
Oh yeah, we have a metal puzzle. Actually, the twins, Jennifer and Jessica, sent us over some metal puzzles for Beaks and for producer Ben, he's here somewhere.
He's looking for those puzzles, right?
Yeah, and so hopefully, like, we've got them somewhere over in our production area. We're gonna try to track those down. I might have to run over there in a bit and grab that. But yeah, before we get into it, before we dive too far into it, I want to talk about some cool stuff we've got coming up. We have some new merchandise hitting very, very soon. Obviously, I'm rocking the I Survived the Annual Pass podcast shirt. You can get this for spooky season right now. Beaks has on the original spooky Annual Pass shirt based off the Haunted Mansion.
I've got
Jeff has the
Celtics start it's October 18th. Jason Tatum.
Eating up.
There we go.
And the banana hammock
Savannah bananas.
And
go play banana ball.
But if you want to grab any of this merchandise other than the stuff Jeffrey's wearing, you can go to store.roosterteeth.com and let's take a look at some new merchandise we have coming pretty soon. So what do we have up on the screen first? We've got, this is our other spooky shirt we have available right now in the store, store.roosterteeth.com. We've got the Annual Pass podcast spooky shirt. So we got me as Frank's monster, actually, Jeffrey as Dracula, Beaks as Bride of Frankenstein, and producer Ben as Wolfman Ben.
I feel like they really nailed Ben's face.
Yeah.
His expression.
That's really good. All right, well, and so we have some other stuff as well.
This one's my favorite.
We have the pin, with the Annual Pass podcast pin, the spooky pin. You can add to your theme park pin collection right now. If
you can put it on your fanny pack.
Yeah,
too.
Exactly. You can use that fanny pack, rock that, and then throw that on it too. It's pretty nice. I have one of those. It's so cool. I love the fanny pack is so useful.
It's
so useful.
Perfect.
So great.
I love it so much.
So great. Do we have the other new stuff? Yes or no? No, we don't. Okay, we have some new stuff coming up as well.
No,
I'll
we
see
don't.
If I can get some pictures of it. We have the This Is My Theme Park shirt.
Yes.
So, I don't know about you, but every time I go to theme parks, I have a shirt that I wear. It's like, that's my theme park shirt. So we're making a This Is My Theme Park shirt and it says Annual Pass Podcast.
perfect.
Super simple, it's purple with white text on it. It's awesome. That's coming out very, very soon as well. We have a holiday hat coming soon. It's the Annual Pass Podcast logo done in the holiday style.
And it says, "This is my holiday hat."
It does. It does. And so, yeah, those will be coming out pretty soon. I don't know when exactly, but those will be up in the store relatively soon. What else here? Yeah, so we missed last month's live stream. Unfortunately, we had some stuff come up. We weren't able to make it happen. Things got, there's a lot of plates to be spinning and lots of juggles to be happening. So this one, we're gonna go through and answer a whole bunch of Q&A questions, or we're gonna go through the answers to a bunch of Q&A questions that you guys have had over the last couple months from October and also from September. So, Beaks, do you want to start diving in there? I'm going to start working on my thing. Jeff, you're going to work on your puzzle.
Where
Jeff?
do you go?
It seems
Are you
like it's
okay?
not. What does it look like? What does it look like?
No, I don't need your help.
Oh, okay.
Don't
You
worry.
should get a bigger piece of cardboard.
I would
Jeff.
like a
It
bigger
feels
piece.
The
like-
cardboard looks like really small.
I wish it was in the production budget.
Are there
to get a
any
bigger
are
piece
any
of
producers
cardboard.
here that I see a giant
Yeah, that
piece
giant-
of white foam right there? Cody's probably not
That's
going to
probably
use that.
somebody's bounce
Foam.
board.
No, Cody doesn't need that. We can.
Oh, right,
get
for
it.
the light.
Might be some red web spookiness. It's okay.
Bounce
It's
board.
okay.
Are they jumping on it? I was very confused. But here we go. I've got some of our
Somebody's
questions
in-office
we've asked
trampoline
before.
over there.
Let's see. The first one here, which is pretty cool, is we asked the community the question of Revenge of the Mummy. What would you like to see replace the Revenge of the Mummy ride?
Right, hopefully it'll never go away. But if it were to go away, what would you like to see it be
I don't want
replaced
it to
by?
go away.
Return of the Mummy.
Brendan Fraser just got a huge standing ovation, I think in Venice or something.
Yeah,
like,
for the whale.
Venice?
Yeah, for the whale. Yeah, the film festival.
Oh,
Yeah.
the whale
The whale's his.
of
is
a
his movie.
tale?
It's his,
Oh,
like,
there's a movie.
It's his
He's
big
a
comeback
director?
role.
Yeah, he's got
Oh, he's in it?
Yeah, he's wearing a thong. He goes way up on his back.
That's in a pro, Jack.
I know, I did movies.
That's crazy. Well, these are pretty cool because a lot of these are based off of movies, some of the answers. So I'm going to be
Cool.
having a hard time choosing. But let's see what the first answer here is from Ace. And it says, might be a stretch, but keeping in New York theming, they could make an Addams Family ride. Could also keep some of the spooky, all-together ooky vibes. Not sure any story. But maybe if you kept the museum facade, it could be a delivery to the Addams Mansion. That's pretty cool. Take a journey through the grounds, look for Easter eggs. I would be excited for that.
You know, that makes sense because they're rebooting that right now, right?
They are.
Yeah.
Rob Zombie just did it. Beaks,
Well, don't hold that against it. It might still be good.
Beaks, how well do you know the Addams Family right now? There are actually 2 series. There's a Wednesday series coming.
Yeah, I
Well-
saw the trailers for that. I'm like, I know enough. Like, I'm trying to figure out which one. The Gifts, I've seen that one. I don't know if that helps you at all, but like, I don't know if there's any other earlier adaptation of the Addams Family. Like, I don't.
I mean, like, are you talking about the movies? Like
I don't
the
know
ones
if they
with,
were
like, Raul-
movie. I think they
or,
were
yeah, Raul
movies.
Julia and
It was a TV show in the 50s.
Okay, I don't. 50s, yeah, definitely saw the TV show. Oh, 100%. That was my favorite show growing up.
I mean, I saw it.
But no, that was fun. The hand always freaked me out. And the guy that's not Chewbacca, that guy's pretty
Because
cool.
it's
Doesn't it?
There we
the
go.
guy who's not Chewbacca. Who are you? I'm not Chewbacca.
Tell you who,
Oh.
I'll tell you who I'm not.
Oh, I like it because I definitely, like, in my head, I'm like, they're definitely, like, a Latino family, like, for me when I watch it. So, like,
They're supposed to be a Latino.
right?
family,
So,
yeah.
okay, so I think they're, like, doubling down in it
Yeah.
in the new Wednesday show, it
Yeah,
feels like.
it's oh god, the dude he made a cameo in Community, not Raul Julia. The comedian.
Fred Armisen?
No.
He's
I don't know
he's
people's
cousin.
names.
He's Uncle Fester though.
yeah,
Isn't he?
he's Uncle Fester.
Oh, yeah, that's the funny one.
Oh my god. why can't I think of his name? I feel horrible.
Use the interwebs.
Gomez Adams?
Yeah, he plays Gomez. Oh wow, that's creepy. The internet's listening. Literally Wednesday was the first thing that popped up.
Oh.
I don't know what you're asking.
I'm looking for the guy
dad?
who's playing the father in the Wednesday TV
new
show.
one?
Oh, I
It's,
don't know.
oh god, it's
Luis?
Luis
Guzman?
Guzman. Luis
Luis.
Guzman.
Luis Guzman's funny.
Yeah, and Catherine Zeta-Jones is Morticia.
Wasn't Luis
Oh,
Guzman?
I didn't even realize that was her.
Yeah.
Wasn't there like a video that came out a bunch of years ago around the time that the Lily Tomlin video came out? It was Luis Guzman being a dick on set, and then
really?
people were upset about it. And then it may or may not have been promo.
Oh, that's interesting.
That's dope.
I'll do that.
Let's see. We've got another cool answer here, which I think Jack will like. This one is from Orange Man. It says, I'd hate to see the mummy go, but I'd love to see Ghostbusters attraction in its place. It would fit with New
Yes.
York, and you could retheme the carts to look like Ecto-1. a Stay Puft fake out would be awesome.
Yes, absolutely. And the thing is, too, Universal Studios had multiple Ghostbusters things there before. They had the stage show, which eventually was replaced by Twister Ride It Out, and now has been replaced by the second worst ride at the park, which is the Jimmy Fallon ride.
Oh, the Jimmy Fallon. You know, when I went there a couple months ago, I really was like, Jimmy Fallon didn't used to be here the whole time.
No.
I was like, why do I feel like I'm in a New York studio and this is not my favorite movie ride? I know that ride was weird, Twister, but I really enjoyed it.
Oh, Twister Ride It Out was fantastic.
I liked
loved
it.
that attraction with Bill Paxton. We talked about Bill Paxton this morning, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you're right.
With Bill Paxton and Helen Hunt not near each other and like just reacting, and Bill Paxton sitting with this weird like this odd hunch thing he had. I love that attraction. That was so awesome. It got a little rundown towards the end.
Yeah.
Of it, but, man,
Helen
it was
Hunt's
so
still
cool.
alive.
She is.
Yeah.
You think they could do like a Twister sequel with Helen Hunt's?
Maybe.
Not with Bill Pullman.
Maybe they do it like the
Never seen it.
Titanic, where it's like a documentary of the people from the first movie.
What if the sequel is Tornado killed Bill Pullman and Helen Hunt's out for revenge?
Well, Bill Paxton.
What is that,
Or Bill
Halloween
Paxton.
5?
What if it killed Bill Pullman, who's played by Bill Paxton? They're both dead.
And he was the president.
Yeah.
Wait, did Bill Pullman die?
Isn't he dead?
I don't know. Oh my God, is Bill Pullman dead?
Don't do that to me.
Jeffrey, did you kill Bill Pullman?
Oh no, just
Well,
stop speaking names.
his son was in Top Gun Maverick.
Oh yeah, Will Pullman.
Well, I
Bill
hope.
Pullman from Independence Day, obviously. Also, Beetlejuice. Have you watched Beetlejuice yet?
Beetlejuice, the movie?
Yes.
Yeah, I like Tim Burton stuff.
Okay, good. No, he's still alive. Bill Pullman's still alive. He's fine.
As of this tape.
Don't you curse Bill
Yeah,
Pullman
don't
like
say that.
you did Coolio.
Cut it out, cut it out.
You
I had
did
nothing to
Coolio
do
wrong.
with Coolio.
Redact it. Take it
I had
out.
nothing
Cut
to
it.
do
Cut
with
the
Coolio.
live stream.
Do you know
Cut it
that Jeff
out.
killed Bill
I did
killed
not.
Coolio?
You're
did
killing people
not.
left and right. What's going on? It's supposed to be family friendly. No
You guys,
violence.
you
Well,
guys also killed Betty White.
Don't
too.
say you guys. Listen, that is an achievement hunter curse. That is not a me
What?
curse. That you're just as responsible for
No,
that.
I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
Never. I don't. Good thing I don't know anyone's names.
The list of people that you have killed through
Retroactively.
association,
Yeah.
retroactively.
I hope not. I sure hope not. All right, let's see. What we got? Another answer here. This one's pretty cool from Animation Twins.
Ghostbusters, yes, that's
Yes,
that's
yes.
a good answer, by the way. Good,
Yeah,
Ghostbusters.
good answer. This answer says, Animation Twin says, I'd love to see a collaboration of Meow Wolf and the TV series of Doom Patrol. It would be amazing if the roller coaster seats could be going through rooms of their house and iconic sets like Danny, but the story could be interchangeable. So that's pretty cool.
Okay.
Oh, although I can't read the rest. It's talk about Cosmic Rewind. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna read it.
Well, you haven't ridden Cosmic Rewind yet, have
No,
you?
I don't know. They're telling me too much information.
Well, so
You
My
you
eyes.
didn't write it?
I didn't go to Epcot. They're all different parks. Jeff, come on, you know this.
Yeah, but
we've done this for over a year now, Jeff. You know that
I
Epcot is a
understand they're
separate
different
park.
parks, but if you're there for a while, I figure you go to multiple.
I wasn't there for that long.
Well, speaking of parks,
So it wasn't
and
important
going to
enough
parks.
to visit.
So myself, Beeks, and producer Ben are actually going to Universal this weekend for Halloween Horror Nights. We're finally making it happen. That being said, you should absolutely be following Annual Pass over on Twitter and on Instagram, or annual_pass on those. Also on TikTok, Annual Pass Pod over on TikTok, because we're going to be making a ton of content while we're out there. We're going to be live streaming. We're going to be doing all kinds of stuff. So make sure you're following all of those things, because we have some fun ideas planned for the weekend while we're out there.
Instance, if
instance.
they get 100,000 subscribers, Jack's gonna take his clothes off.
It's true.
Yes, you heard it here now, right on the live stream. Jack will indeed take his
no,
clothes
not-
off
not-
in the park.
I mean,
Yeah.
like you heard it on this live stream, but on the live stream, no, I'll be in my hotel room, and that's when I'll take my clothes off. And that's not no one's gonna want to watch that.
False
You
promises
heard it here. It'll be on camera. for all to
camera.
see.
for the world to see.
So it's Halloween Horror Nights. It's gonna be a lot of fun, and actually, we have a friend of Annual Pass, Mally, who is our
Yes.
expert on Halloween Horror Nights. She's gonna be joining us.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, that's
she's
awesome.
coming out. So she's going to be hanging out and giving us the backstory on a lot of the houses. So since unfortunately Jeffrey couldn't make it, Mally took your spot. So she's going to. Jeff is slowly trying to remove himself from the show.
Well, yes, but also.
breaks my
No,
heart.
don't say yes.
I mean, that part, sure, but also, the dates changed so many times,
It's
and
a-
I have to have a surgery, and it's a whole thing.
Oh, I know. I said it wasn't our fault that a hurricane came through the
I
first
didn't
time
say
we were
it
going
was,
to do
but
it.
it's not my fault that I backed
yeah.
into an unchangeable schedule.
I'm a little heartbroken because I'm going to be missing the very first ever Austin FC home playoff game because I'll be in Florida. But I'm going to be watching it from Florida for sure. So It'll be good times. Yeah. So anyway, follow all the Annual Pass stuff over on the Instagrams, Twitters, and TikToks because we got a lot of fun, cool stuff planned for that. And it's going to be, we'd love to interact with you guys while we're out there too. So thank you.
Heck yeah.
Okay.
Let's see what else we got. Odin's Keeper says, I would like to see some Dracula rides with Universal not having one but 2 Dracula films in the pipeline. Making a Dracula dark ride could be really interesting to see.
Universal's got 2 Dracula movies?
What are they?
Apparently. I don't know. I only kind of really know about Morbin Time. Do y'all know about
Morphine?
Can you tell me about Morbin Time?
You don't,
That's the stuff you use to get like paint off.
you're not one with the
things,
Morb?
right? Morbin Time?
No.
No.
Morbius Maximus.
I watched that movie on an airplane, and I
Did you
think
really?
that was probably too much. That was too nice to it.
I don't know. I unfortunately saw it in theaters,
Oh.
and the chemtrails just unnecessary.
It was not a good movie. Not a good movie.
Oh my goodness. But Dracula, that could be cool. I am a big fan of like Castlevania stuff, and I've never really seen the OG Dracula films. That's like classic Universal,
There's
right?
so many to see.
Yeah, that is true. You know, Abbott and Costello versus Dracula and all that stuff. I will say, I love the idea of classic monsters coming to Universal stuff because that's, you know, their bread and butter. That's kind of how Universal sort of blew up back in the early 30s, 40s, 50s. And, but that being said, there's going to be a classic monster land over at Epic Universe. So the idea of like a Dracula thing appearing in the original studio parks probably
Maybe
won't
not.
happen. Because they'll probably keep it. Apparently, they're doing like a Van Helsing ride
What?
over at the.
My guy
Epic
Hugh
Universe.
Jackman? That's my uncle.
I don't know if it's based on the movie,
Oh.
but
You
like
can get
Van
us in
Helsing
early.
as the hunter, because it's gonna have a bunch of like classic monsters,
Right,
and it's
right.
gonna be the same technology, the Kuka arm technology that they use on the Harry Potter ride.
Okay.
Except supposedly there's no screens,
Grow-
all just moving around.
Oh.
So that's pretty awesome.
So like real thingies, not
Yeah, like
screens?
actual, like,
Okay,
prop-
now that sounds
animatronics.
cool.
Sounds
That's better
like
than the screen.
non-vomit inducing. Yeah, I can maybe do that.
Yeah, so that'll be coming out 2025 at the earliest is when Epic Universe will be opening. So I will be there for that. Whether or not this show's still around, I don't know, but I will be there for Epic Universe opening for sure.
Assuming you're still around.
That's true. That's true. I might be gone by then.
Well, fingers crossed you won't be.
Thank you, Jeffrey. I appreciate it.
We got another response here. Ray Cruz says, I'd have to go with replacing Revenge of the Mummy to be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Ooh.
Imagine taking a ride in whatever Donnie built into the sewers and fighting the Foot Clan and jumping across buildings, then fighting Shredder and ending with a gust of pizza to end off the ride.
Do you know that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles has actually been in a theme park before?
Really?
They were at it was Disney MGM Studios. They actually
MGM!
had the Turtle Mobile, and they would drive around in the park, and they would.
Turtle-mobile.
This was like right when it opened. It was like the first 3 or 4 years the park was open. Also, the Power Rangers were at Disney's MGM Studios. Disney MGM Studios. Do you know where the Power Rangers are?
No, I know what the Power Rangers. I'm trying to go through my core memories to think if I had seen them.
This was the early '90s. I'm not sure when you
Could
were
have been
born.
a beb. I could have been a little beb. Okay, you know.
It's true. That's true.
I
but,
remember going to see Barney.
Yeah.
That
Barney.
was like Universal, not
Yeah,
MGM.
Barney. Yeah,
but
Barney. No, they had the whole Barney Land. Like that was.
that was ride or die for me and my family. Rain or shine, we're gonna go see Barney.
Go see Barney. See how he's doing.
That's my boy, man.
Nice.
F1 Ferrari's got a great one. This is pretty funny. I think you'll like this. Let's replace Revenge of the Mummy ride with Revenge of Jimmy Fallon. Jimmy's heard how much people dislike his ride, and he's mad. He's out to get you. Basically, just replace all the mummies with Jimmy animatronics and add some laughs on speakers behind your head to make it extra creepy.
Okay, I'm.
That's pretty funny. I like that,
That is
one.
pretty funny.
It'd be the closest way you can make Jimmy Fallon funny on Earth.
Right, right.
Hot takes from Jeff Ramsey.
He's not funny.
He's not funny.
He's a good interviewer.
Is he?
Nah.
That's too generous? Dang! We're gonna have to talk about this later.
He's got a beard now. Have you seen his beard? He's like
He's
one.
got a
He's
beard?
one of those guys should not have a beard. It's like Ted Cruz. Like, just don't take
Are
that
you
off.
really? I think the worst thing about Ted Cruz's beard is that it makes Ted Cruz look kind of cool.
Oh well, I hate the idea of beards being associated with Ted Cruz.
No, I understand. Not a fan. Clearly, not to get
you're a
political.
big fan of
but
Ted
I hate that. I hate that you look at the guy in the beard and you go, no, that kind of looks better on you. Like it hides your weak chin.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Here we go. The last.
Maybe the beard hides Jimmy Fallon's weak talent.
Don't forget elections, early November.
Yeah,
Yes.
please vote. Please vote.
Please vote. Please vote.
Do the thing.
That doesn't. We don't care who you vote for. We're not trying to
Just
influence
do
you
it.
in any way. We just want you to exercise your right
vote.
to vote.
That's all we want.
We're not
want.
trying to anger you because we told you to vote
Yeah,
or push any agenda.
It's unfortunate that actually not unfortunate, but Texas registration ended yesterday.
Yeah.
So did you register? Are you registered in Texas?
I'm registered in Florida.
You're still okay. As long as you register somewhere, are you going to absentee vote? I'm assuming.
I will do my best.
Okay.
That's a no.
Your best.
That's
Every time. That's my best. My best is the only option is to
Losers
do.
whine about their best.
All right, well, J1's got the last entry here, and it's pretty solid and believable. We'll replace Revenge of the Money with Enter How to Train Your Dragon. Or Uncharted would be really good replacements.
Uncharted, I could see, because you could kind of keep the general theme of kind of the exploring through a cavern type thing. And again, same thing, How to Train Your
Jack,
Dragon.
I'll take this. How to Train Your Dragon. It's going to be a whole land at Epic Universe. In
Yes!
2025 at the earliest.
Oh my God!
It's going to be one of the big lands along with the Universal Classic Monsters and the Mario stuff or whatever. So it's like you can't do it because it's already going to have a proper.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh.
My boy's all grown up. He's all grown up.
Now you're referencing swingers?
Yeah, he's all grown up. I dance on the table. He's all grown up. Look at you, Geoff Ramsey.
I'm so proud.
He does pay attention when I
so
talk.
proud.
You've just tickled my heart. I feel so happy right now.
Well, I can undo that before the end of this.
Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. I'm missing a flat. I'm missing a 2x2 flat. What happened to my 2x2 flat?
Oh, did it disappear?
It needs to go right there, and I don't see it. Chat, let me know if you see a brown 2x2 flat. It's gone somewhere. It's.
I think do we get to choose a winner?
Yeah,
get some park
pick a
maps
few.
or
We have
something?
so many park maps. Pick a few.
Pick a few.
Ghostbusters. You
Yeah,
win.
Ghostbusters for sure. And I'm gonna have to say I like the Addams Family ride a lot.
Here, I'll let you. Do you want to use this? This is should be
You
a
want me
little
to be
bit
more
nicer.
nicer?
There you go. You
There we
can use that to
okay,
highlight it.
I
and everything.
appreciate it.
I'm not really.
So
using
we're
it.
gonna give you some special autograph maps from each of us. Ace Ox at I don't have to say your name, but you all shall win, as well as Orange Man 17.
Yay!
Congrats on getting some beautiful park maps. Enjoy.
We will reach out to you through your email you signed up through roosterteeth.com with very soon. So I'll get that information from Chelsea, or your emails, and then I'll email you. You get an email directly from me, and then I'll be like, hey, congratulations, send me your info, and then you do that. We'll mail you a map.
Also,
I'll mail you a map, because I'm the one who runs all that.
I also figure I should point this out too. This is a new rule I have, Jack.
What's that?
I refuse to sign any maps.
Found it.
Park
Found it.
maps.
You
Thank
guys.
God you found that.
I found the piece. Crisis averted.
I refuse to sign any park maps unless Ben also signs them.
Okay. Well, we have a stack of probably about 200.
Good luck
that
convincing him.
The three of us have already signed, so I'll get Ben to go.
There you
through
go.
it. Thank
Easy.
you.
Easy
So
money.
I'll get producer Ben to sign it. Ben Lexa. will
That's so
sign these
cute.
for
He's
us.
got to sign Ben Lexa though.
That's fine.
That's fine. Does
cool
that
with
work?
That's fine. I'm okay with that.
We'll make that happen.
All right, let's see. We got
Beautiful.
some more.
Good job. Congratulations to our winners.
Yeah, I'm looking here. I like this one. This one's a good question.
Is that? It is.
And it's about the Avatar Flight of Passage ride.
Flight of Passage,
Yes,
based
yes.
on the Avatar movie,
Beautiful.
which the sequel's coming out
Soon,
a month
ish.
or two, I think.
Really, that soon?
That's coming out this year.
didn't know it
and
was
it's
that
out
How
in
many?
October, so-
How many money do you think it's gonna make?
How many money?
It's gonna make a lot. I would undersell it, but
One
it's-
money.
you don't bet against James Cameron.
Clearly, you don't bet against James
It's James
Cameron.
Cammey.
It's just
It's like 5 for 5, right?
he's.
Maybe not 5. He's had a lot of significant hits. Like Abyss, I would say.
Well,
is
the
probably
ones that
not as-
matter. I don't even know what that
Abyss
is.
was a
That
hit.
doesn't matter.
Was it a hit?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
It wasn't like a huge hit. It wasn't like a Terminator 2, but it
I'm
was
saying
a
like
hit.
Titanic.
It
Like
did
those
very,
are-
it
But
did
that's what I
very
mean
well
by
and
5
was
for
very
5.
critically.
What are the 5 then? Okay. Beak says 5 for 5. What are the
God,
5?
You're gonna ask me to reach into my.
Come on, there's
my
there's an easy
aliens?
one sitting there. That
Well, Titanic.
there you go.
Aliens.
Nice.
Terminator. Which one?
2.
2. He's
there
the
you
fast one, the action.
He's the fast one. That's 3 attractions.
Now
You
my
got 2 left.
now my early 2000s
We're just
brain
talking
is
about one.
mush.
We're just talking
Oh,
about
Avatar,
one. There you
the
go.
first one.
Give me
Fifth
one more,
What's the
Beaks.
fifth one?
Give me one more.
You missed the
hit.
best James Cameron movie.
I missed the best James Cameron
Oh,
one.
it's probably
Help me out. Help me out.
one of the best Schwarzenegger movies of all time.
Yeah.
Oh,
Arnold Schwarzenegger,
oh.
Jamie Lee Curtis,
Jamie Lee.
Tia Carrere.
Who-
Bill
you're-
Paxton.
You're saying names. I told you I'm
Paxton.
bad with names. Okay, Arnold, movie. Arnold in my brain.
Tom Arnold.
Tom
please?
Arnold is in it. Tom Arnold's fantastic in it. It's also hard to find.
I don't know. He's in like Predator. Did he do that?
No,
He didn't do Predator.
Okay.
Predator.
True Lies.
True Lies.
I don't. You're not helping.
No, that's the name of the movie. It's True Lies.
Oh. Okay, I think I remember my
Kinda
mom
hard to
talking
find.
about it
I don't think it
before.
streams anywhere, but if you can get a hold of it, it's
Might be
Probably
on,
on like Paramount Plus
or
as well.
Amazon or
yeah, that
whatever.
might be. It is one of the best movies.
True Lies is fantastic.
Hilarious.
Well, Avatar 2 is going to be right there in top 5.
There we go. Yeah.
Did he do some of the Transformers? Is that someone else?
No, that's all Michael
that's
Bay.
Michael
Oh, that's that guy. Yeah.
Michael Bay, his best movie is The Rock.
I just saw that.
I haven't seen any of
Oh,
those
hey,
like action.
look at that. It's pretty
Hello. Yeah.
Saw that,
Yeah.
Davidson is now in the new Transformers movie.
Pete Davidson's the new Transformers movie?
Yeah.
All right, like Beaks has something to play with now. Jeff, also we
Yes.
should point out, if you just listen to the episodes, the twins sent Jeff 5 or 4 more puzzles.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
so
excited
we'll get to
about that.
those pretty soon. Yeah, so
I'm gonna
show because
this
it's
was like
spooky.
a gift box from the twins.
Yeah,
right here.
take a
I was
look.
It's so cool.
It's so cool.
I was
It's
on
all the extended
vacation
maps.
over the weekend,
Yes.
and I found a puzzle map that would have been perfect for this, but
a puzzle map. What is that?
like a
mean?
puzzle mat
Oh, puzzle mat.
that would have fit, but I don't want to drag it across America, so
Is it one of those like rolls up and then you can like?
no, I like fold it up.
Oh, that's
It's like-
cool.
it was, yeah,
I have one of those in my house. I might try to bring it in for you, Jeffrey.
it'd be nice.
Make it a little bit easier on you. And then we can lacquer it and put it up in the eventual podcast space whenever we get to that. So, yeah, okay, what do you got there, Beaks? What do you got?
Well, yeah, in my hands, right before me, is Cinderella Castle. Not possessive. Confused on that one. I thought it was Cinderella's castle. Pop out pieces, put them together, display your model. Metal Earth. 3D metal model kit. I've never seen this before, but I'm absolutely in love with them. I don't know if I'll be able to do this successfully, so I'm a little nervous.
Don't cut your finger. It's probably going to be really sharp.
No promises.
I would hate for that to happen.
No promises.
I don't feel like he was sincere when he said it.
No,
To
I don't
her,
think so.
absolutely, I was sincere. If it was you, I'd be like, hey, don't cut your finger. See, you hear the difference in tone?
There is a different tone.
A little subtle difference in tone there, Jeff.
It still didn't.
Again,
It still didn't read
Beaks,
as sincere. To
Beaks,
me.
be careful. Don't cut your finger.
Okay, thank you.
Hey, Jeff,
That's better.
Hey, Jeff, don't cut your finger on
That's
that thing.
better. That's better.
Did you pick up on the subtle?
This time I did.
Tonal shifting?
When you were just being raw Jack,
Where I'm
I don't
like,
think there was a lot of
Raw
empathy there.
Jack. Unfiltered Jack.
Eddie Murphy, raw
Yeah.
Jack.
Jack's delirious.
That's funny. But I do have some answers here from our question that we asked in our Avatar Flight of Passage episode.
What was
on
the
Spotify.
question, Beaks?
And the question was, what Avatar ride would you make?
What Avatar ride would you make? There could be some really good answers. I'm curious to
Right?
hear what the pass holders came up with.
Oh
I
my
think it's easy.
goodness. And the pass holders went off on these answers. Let me tell you, these are really good.
Jeff, you think it's easy? What would
Yeah.
be your Avatar
Oh,
ride?
easy. I would make the best version of an Avatar ride.
Which is
Whatever that is. Just the best.
all right.
The one that's better than the other ones.
Oh, okay.
Jeffrey, the graduate of Alabama, right there, the
Yes.
Alabama school
Did
system, right there.
I graduated from the state of Alabama.
Yeah, you did.
I definitely did. Got the bug out.
All right.
Let's see. So
What are some answers we got here, Beaks?
Hold My Churro says, my favorite small detail that nobody talks about is on the link chair. If you look down prior to the ride starting, you will see a small display at first. Looks like you're recording you. But if you glance down during the ride, it'll show you all the stats for the Banshee you're currently riding. Each chair is different.
Oh, that's
I think it was just a cool little comment about a little Easter egg
Little
they
Easter egg.
enjoy.
Let's give that person.
You know what? Yeah, hold my
park
churro.
map.
You get a park map for the Easter egg. Not
Sure,
an
some- I
answer,
think
but I like it.
Some of these people probably have gotten maps before, but that's okay. There's always room for more. We got plenty of maps. We
You
got
can add
so
them
many
to your
maps.
collection. That would be sick.
At some point, they're going to be like, I want to answer the question because I know the answer, but I'm so sick of getting free maps.
yeah.
Can we
No
just
more.
forego
Hold
you
the
sending
map,
me the
please.
map?
Hold the map.
Ease off on it.
Yeah, well, you let us know. Oh, they also said don't hurt myself. I'm probably gonna hurt myself. There's already too many maps. Like
Oh wow. Look
there's
at
there's 6
Oh,
pages.
no.
6 pages.
Page
Probably
8.
start with the one that says
Start with
one.
page 1.
Yes, chef. Okay.
Yes, Jeff.
Are you guys watching the new season of Hell's Kitchen?
No. What season are they up to now?
I have no idea. I haven't watched it in years.
Did Dewberry come back?
don't know.
Dewberry, more like blueberry. That was like season 1 or 2, and that's all I remember from that. The show kind of lost me after about season 9.
Yeah, I made it through just like
There are
season 8.
seasons.
Yeah.
It was like 20 something.
I mean, I just watched it. It's like it never
This
ended.
season is young versus old.
Oh, nice.
20 somethings versus the 40 somethings.
there is a Hell's Kitchen restaurant in Vegas, actually.
That's where they film Hell's Kitchen.
Oh, do they actually film it there now?
I thought so.
Oh,
They,
that's
well,
cool.
not this season. This season they're back in LA. But yeah, that's where they have been filming it for probably 7-8 years.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. I've seen the place. I didn't know they actually filmed the episodes there. That's cool. Makes sense, I suppose. All right, Beaks. What's we got?
More answers to our awesome question about an Avatar ride you'd like to make. F1 Ferrari girl, hey baby, says, I would like to make a ride kind of like Web Slingers, where it's a 3D ride. You have to team up with other Na'vi to fight the humans, like the major battle in the first movie. Like Web Slingers, there's a bunch of things on the screen. You get more points for taking down the different weapons. I'd like to make it possible to choose your weapon you want to use. You can send out your Ikran, I don't know how to say that, or the coyote dog creatures, or use a bow and arrow. I love competitive game rides, so I think this would be awesome.
That's cool. That's a clever idea.
I like that. I haven't thought about that.
Web Slingers is one attraction I've not been on yet, but it is like the natural evolution of the Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger spin,
Right.
or like the like Midway Mania, and so it's kind of like, oh, it's a little bit more interactive, you know. And I dig that. And it's it's one of the first attractions I've ever heard of that has DLC. So you can actually go and buy Iron Man like gauntlets that when you wear it on the ride, you're Iron Man.
Oh, that's so
instead of Spider-Man.
cool.
Yeah. So if you have nothing, you can do like Spider-Man, but you can also buy like Super Spider-Man, like Electric Spider-Man, and also like Iron Man stuff. Which
That's
is like,
sick.
Pretty clever. It's a pretty clever idea.
And it's a souvenir. Like, you keep those, right?
Yeah, you gotta keep it.
Okay, all right, fine.
And also, it's like tied to scores too, so you can actually like do better and come back and try it again. And
Also,
stuff,
it's like those
so.
cards you use at the arcade when you like want to play like DDR. Or
Yeah.
whatever. It saves your
exactly.
score.
Jeff, when do you want to play DDR?
How about this? You know what I do often. How about this? You tour. What's the name of the planet?
Navi.
Navi, Patagonia, or
I
wherever.
think of Pandora.
Pandora.
Isn't that
It's
the-
Pandora.
Or no, Navi is the
people
name.
are the
Navi
Navi.
is the name of the
Pandora
creature.
is where
Pandora.
you're
You're right,
Yeah,
that's my
yeah.
bad.
You tour around Pandora to all the locations with deep cultural significance. You're a human in this, right?
Okay.
And then you destroy it, and as you destroy it, you get unobtainium. And you try to get as much unobtainium as possible, and then you sell it to Giovanni Ribisi at the end, and then you get a letter rank based on how many natural resources you strip mine from Pandora.
So it's like Rampage versus Fern Gully, essentially. It's like
Yeah.
you could have it play both parts. So you could have like one side gets to play the humans, and then one side gets to play the Na'vi, and then you like you compete against each other.
Yeah.
And then one of you gets to be Michelle Rodriguez and like fly the plane into
Michelle
people.
Rodriguez.
And do a DJ set at the after party.
What kind
she's a
of
DJ,
ride
yeah.
is this?
And then she marries Dom.
That sounds like a very interesting experience.
Which side would you play for? Would you be the Na'vi or would you be the human?
Down with the humans.
All right, you don't get invited to the after party. Michelle
Screw your
Rodriguez is
after
gonna
party.
be spinning records.
Michelle Rodriguez, I'm gonna marry her after the party. Okay? Not during.
Can you name the attraction that Michelle Rodriguez is currently in?
She's in something?
She's in an attraction.
Oh my God, why do you do this to me?
Come on, Beaks, you should know this.
I should know this?
You should know this.
Wait, Michelle Rodriguez is in something?
She's in a theme park attraction. As a matter of fact, technically she's in two, but really
Two?
it's the same one. It's just a different version of it.
A different version of, I have no idea. What is it?
Come on, Beaks.
What do you mean? Come on.
Jeffrey, you know. You've been on it.
This is the Fast and Furious, right?
She's on the Fast and Furious ride. Michelle
Isn't
Rodriguez.
that a new thing?
As Letty. No, it's the worst ride on the planet. The one where it's like the little vans that take you through and it's...
Oh, yeah, the one I never go on.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
makes
That's a good
sense.
idea.
I
But
don't
she's
think
in
it's-
there.
I think it's better than the Jimmy Fallon ride. Because it knows it's bad at this point.
It's
the Jimmy Fallon
self-aware.
ride does. The Jimmy Fallon ride still thinks Jimmy Fallon's funny. You can see it.
It doesn't make any sense. Again, why are we go-karting through the city? I still can't get over this ride.
Yeah. Why do you go to the moon?
But you gotta have the
No sense.
the girl like the spoiled brat girl has got to be in it, like, oh my God, that and then like the guy who's actually really funny who's there with him, like the father who's in like Wet Hot American Summer and all of those awesome movies. He's there. Anyway. Jimmy Fallon.
Boo, Jimmy's ride is trash.
I'm sure he's a lovely guy.
But the ride isn't.
With a beard now.
Great at impressions.
That's your top skip
they-
list. We should make that.
He had, oh yeah, absolutely.
That's a good idea.
He
Write that down.
He was doing some music stuff. He actually had a song.
He sings pretty good.
Yeah, he had "Idiot Boyfriend," which was one of his songs. It was actually really funny. I think it was Drew. Was it Drew Barrymore was in the music video? I think.
No, there's no denying he's a tremendous talent and a hilarious dude.
but maybe not the best. You know, not.
That was sarcasm.
If you could replace.
Oh, is that what that was?
If you could replace Conan O'Brien, I don't think you look at Jimmy Fallon and be like, this is our guy.
Yeah, you do, because you go, he's safe, he's likable, he's the right kind of white. Like he doesn't have red hair. No offense, Jack. He and you know he's not going to push any envelope, and he's going to do exactly what we tell him to.
That's true.
You know, this thing says I should be using wire cutters.
You need wire cutters?
That's what it says. It's recommended.
We probably have wire. Cody, do we have any wire cutters here?
You got these wire cutters.
I try. I don't want to break it. Okay, well, while I'm not trying to hurt myself.
Beaks, don't cut yourself.
I won't.
Jeff.
I won't.
Don't cut yourself.
I'm going to read the TNT readers' answer to what avatar ride would you make, and they would like to see if it would be interesting to see them do the human flight side of Avatar using a launched B&M wing coaster, similar to the Swarm over at Thorpe Park. Imagine actually flying through physical set pieces and rock work, being able to do flips, heartline rolls, dive loops. I think Disney can make it look gorgeous, especially at night. That sounds pretty cool.
I could be down for that. Did you hear?
Those are way too big, honey.
Those are big snippers.
You said wire.
That's what I read it.
Where are the parts?
Did this small.
It's this little thing.
You're not gonna do that. Don't break it!
I'm not gonna do
You're
it.
gonna break it!
I
Put it away.
hope Jennifer and Jessica are watching Cody break all of this stuff.
That's sheet A. Don't lose my sheet.
His nickname is Cody Smash.
There we go. Jimmy King 221's answer is pretty good. They say I'd like to take a section of Flight of Passage when you're running from the bigger ground and turn it into a roller coaster, a la Velocicoaster. You're riding your own Banshee, but dip and dive out of the way from a bigger one in order to complete your rite of passage and get back to the tree of life. I like the roller coaster ideas. I think like riding the Banshee as a roller coaster is pretty cool.
Yeah, and Disney woefully lacks on roller coasters. Universal definitely kind of stepped up their game when it came to roller coaster stuff, and Disney has been behind. Something like Velocicoaster and Hagrid's, and did you see the brand new announcement? Speaking of Fast and Furious, did you see I don't know if they've announced it, but it's leaked, and there's like concept art that's leaked and stuff. They are doing, at Universal Hollywood, they are doing a Fast and Furious drifting coaster. So the cars, similar to Cosmic Rewind, it's a roller coaster.
No, don't tell me anything else. I don't want to hear.
Also tilt. So it's like you're drifting.
Where are we in the Fast and Furious franchise?
We just finished 9.
No, I know that, but where are we in the, like, in terms
think we've
of...
died and come back to life twice already.
Are we...
Charlize
Is
Theron.
it continuing? Is there going to be a 10?
Yeah, Charlize Theron is the bad guy now. And
Because I know, like, Dwayne Johnson said he's done.
well, like he plays kind of, he's not one of the main characters.
I mean, he had a spinoff
He did.
that was arguably better than the last couple movies.
Hobbs and Shaw was fun. I enjoyed it.
I loved it. It was great.
But Jason Statham's great. Who would have thought Jason Statham,
Well, funniest dudes.
He's
Lock,
pretty
Stock, and
good.
Two Smoking Barrels, to being an action movie star? Have you seen Snatch, by the way? Beaks.
The Transporter is a great...
I've seen Transporter.
You need to watch Snatch.
Snatch
It's
is pretty good.
Guy Ritchie. It's amazing.
Guy Ritchie.
Guy Ritchie's Madonna's ex-husband. Are they still
That's
married?
true. No. No.
T-shirt.
She might be gay now. She,
Oh, really?
yeah, she did like a Instagram thing.
That doesn't shock me.
You know.
She's very open and very awesome like that.
Like, yeah. All right.
Well, it's a little ambiguous, so
These
people
may
are confused.
This is the most difficult. Chat's telling me I need to wear gloves. What kind of?
Why did I
just don't
lose?
cut your
What
thumb.
else?
Just don't hurt yourself.
I'm trying. Okay, while I continue to not hurt myself, let me read Virus Elite 524's answer. And the question of the day, what if during one of your Alpha Centauri expeditions, ACE, a rogue division from the RDA return and becomes your mission to hop onto the mechs as humans, not avatars, and fight alongside the Navi. The vehicle you will be in is very similar to the gaining rig that was used in Invasion, an extraterrestrial alien encounter, which was from the former Disney Quest. You will have 4 positions similar to Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run, where you have 2 pilots and 2 gunners. That's pretty cool.
I dig that.
That's cool.
I love the idea of interactive attractions.
Yes.
That is one thing that kind of shocks me to this day, that Disney hasn't added additional tracks or maps or whatever you want to call it to Smuggler's Run, the Millennium Falcon attraction, because it's a simulator, but it's also a game essentially.
Yeah.
And so you could just add a new map to it and be like, oh, instead of going to wherever they go to pick up the
I think it changes. Am I correct?
always
It's the
same
same
thing.
one?
You can affect it though. Like you can do better. Like you can collect more of the coaxium, like the gas, space gas. You can collect
I don't even
more
know
of
if
it.
I collected it.
Well, you're guaranteed at least one.
Oh, my dad was the one driving. It was pretty bad.
Well, you can actually get two if you do it properly. Like there's a couple things you can do. Like there's a bit where you have to stop like really abruptly and like you always miss it. But if you know it's coming and you stop, you can actually stop before you hit the thing. And you can affect the outcome of the ride and actually do better or worse. And
yeah, we were pretty bad. It was all in shambles.
Oh,
my
yeah,
little
falling
cousin
apart.
was pissed. Not my dad's shame, my cousin's dad. She said, Uncle Dennis.
Oh no.
Why'd you fly it like that? You almost forgot to send us in hyperspace. She was very upset. She had to lean over and send us for
she
him.
had to
Yeah,
pull it
she
for
was
him?
not waiting. She was like, "You're not doing anything."
I actually the first time I rode it, I had a friend who he's like, when you go, if
Bragging
you're
about having friends.
Right?
It's like the first time you go, you need to be a pilot on the right side. I'm like, okay. He's like, just keep an eye out for the green lights. I'm like, okay. And then when it's like, go to hyperdrive, I hit it and I was like, oh,
So cool.
such a cool experience that I was
No, that ride
not
was
expecting.
awesome. I loved it so much. We went in blind, so we had no idea it was going to be like that.
Yeah.
And then they started putting me into roles, and I go, it's like Mission Space.
But you actually do something.
Yeah,
Mission
but you
Space.
actually do something.
My favorite thing with Mission Space when I was still, able to ride it before, I got old, because I can't handle
Too many
that anymore,
G-forces for you?
is like anytime it was like, okay, don't move. There's one point where it's like, don't
Don't
move. I
move
would
a
just
muscle.
rock back and forth
Don't
trying
move
to.
a muscle.
It doesn't work, unfortunately. Even if you rock back and forth, you can't affect the outcome of Mission Space. Jeff, there's a restaurant next to Mission Space called Space 220.
Okay.
That supposedly, like the idea is you get into an elevator and it takes you 220 miles above Earth, and you're eating dinner and there's like a big screen that overlooks Earth. We should go there and have dinner sometime.
I'm a big fan of eating.
Okay. Well, then Epcot is your
Yeah, that's the
your
one.
place, man.
We should eat around the world.
Absolutely.
That'd be sick. Let's see. Wolfie's got the last answer here, and I kind of like this one too, and I think you might like it, Jack.
Okay.
Is Navi River Journey, but 3 times as long.
Okay. I'm in.
I love that attraction. I managed to get on it with no wait, but it felt way too short. I almost went on a second time, but the wait got too long. It's beautiful, immersive. I just want to stay in the boat longer.
Oh no, I love Navi River Journey. Like that honestly to me, I prefer that over Flight of Passage.
Yeah, Navi River Journey with like a live person. Is there a live person in it?
There's not, but there's one of the most amazing animatronics ever. There is a shaman at the end of it, a Navi shaman, and she's full-size Navi, so she's like 9 feet tall. She's sitting down like cross-legged, but it's like she's moving her arms around and stuff, and it looks amazing. It's one of the most advanced tech animatronics they've ever built, and she is super, super awesome.
Well, that's exciting. I think it'd be cool though if it was like, directed by somebody, or you pick up a guide halfway through, or something like that. Would be a cool Avatar ride.
It'd be neat.
Well, I think I'm gonna have to give it to our Disney Quest reference by Virus Elite.
Did you ever go to Disney Quest?
I feel like I have.
Down at Disney Springs?
Springs? Yeah. You mean the Hollywood? What is this?
No. It's in the
Downtown
shop.
Disney?
Yeah, it was Downtown Disney.
Very confusing.
It was over by the.
Oh, that's the arcade thingy.
Yeah,
that's like 3 stories or something crazy.
5 stories.
Yeah, it was mad stories.
Yeah, it was the one over by Lanuba. The Cirque show. And so it's now gone. They turned it into the NBA experience, and then that did horrible, and now it's gone. They've leveled it. So.
No offense, but who cares about the NBA?
Yeah, who does care?
You with the basketball
Me with
shirt?
the Jason Tatum shirt on.
Yeah.
All I care about.
Only nerds care about the NBA. Jeez.
Oh my goodness. Well, we'll give Virus Elite. You get a signed park map from
Almost
Annual
positive
Pass
Virus
group.
Elite's got one before. That's okay. We'll send them a new one.
Well, you get a new one.
Send them till they beg us to stop.
Virus has been a huge supporter of the show, and I appreciate that. I love everyone who's been watching and listening
Maybe
to the
we
show.
could get a secret message out to Virus. Maybe get a little something special in this
Secret
park
message?
map. I don't know.
Is he a rebel spy?
Maybe.
What are you trying to do?
I don't know. The bounty hunters.
He's a
secret
bounty hunter?
message. Maybe that's. I'm just trying to give something nice to Virus, okay?
Beeks, what are you most excited about coming up this weekend, going to Universal?
Not being the only one who's gonna be scared.
Oh, yeah. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be very
I'm
scared.
sure. Well, so this year, last year when Jeff and I went, they had I guess it was plexiglass. They had like that thin glass kind of up in between any scare actors, which kind of gave away. It's like, oh, I know there's something around the corner because I could see like the thin plastic, and they'd be like, ooh, boo. Doesn't exist this time.
What did they get? How were they?
Ooh, boo.
That was really good.
Could you do that one more time?
Ooh, boo.
Beautiful.
That doesn't exist this time though. So now it's like you go in blind, like you have no idea what's gonna come.
No,
out.
I know. Wait, was last time your first time at Halloween Horror Nights?
It was my second, but second since 2005. I went in 2005 and then 2021.
That makes sense.
So it's been a while since I've been.
I'm gonna lose my mind.
I'm so excited.
You have to protect me.
I'll do my best. I will certainly be near you filming.
Oh, no, protect me, no filming.
No, people are gonna want to see your reaction. We want to get your authentic reaction to Halloween Horror Nights 2022.
It's all gonna be I'm gonna walk away from this trip voiceless.
Probably.
That's not good.
Probably. That's okay though. It's gonna be really funny is what it comes down to. So
well, as long as
that's the important
our pass holders enjoy me being frightened, then I guess I'll make the sacrifice.
It's gonna be a good time. Those of you in chat, have you guys been to Halloween Horror Nights this year yet? Are there any Halloween Horror Nights vets currently in the chat? Because we're gonna be hitting it up this weekend, and I am very, very excited for it. It's gonna be a good one.
Jealous.
I know. Well, Jeff, you could just
come.
cancel whatever plans you have and come hang out with us.
I wish I could.
I know. Maybe someday.
Between parenthood and other stuff.
Parenthood's the worst.
I parent
I
a
understand
cat.
that you've probably heard your parents say that a lot. But I find it to be quite enjoyable.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
All right, so we're sending Virus Elite a park map. I may actually have their address still somewhere.
Nice.
From a previous one. That's cool.
We can send other park maps.
Do you want to pick a couple winners? Like, you can go through. I'm not going to stop you. If you see...
Oh, there's so many questions, Zach. I got to get through the
All
questions.
right, let's go through the questions. Fine.
I'm sorry. There's just so many. Okay.
I don't know why this green thing. Uh-oh.
There we go. Return.
Oh, there you go.
This question came from Return to Harry Potter and Forbidden Journey episode.
This is the one I accidentally did the same episode.
Yes, you did.
But
I was there, so it was different.
Your first time to experience it with us. Yeah, because I forgot we did it. That may have been our very first episode we did together, like our very first live episode.
Oh, okay.
The start of Annual Pass, we started during quarantine, and so Jeff and I did the first 10 episodes from home. And then the very first time we ever did an episode live where we could see each other was at Universal Studios Orlando at their radio broadcast center. And so I think we did, I know we did it there, but that may have been literally our very first episode we did live.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, a little Annual Pass trivia for you. Stephen Reed hasn't been to Halloween Horror Nights because college.
Boo.
Drop out.
Jen Devon says, absolutely, I've gone so many times this year. They have a frequent fear pass where you can just go over and over and over again. That's such a good deal. Dead Man's Pier is so good. I've heard that, Jen. I'm very excited for that one. Apparently that's like the original. It's a brand new one. Very, very cool. What's wrong, Jeff? You all right?
I'm fine.
Did you do something wrong? Or were you sad to be missing Dead Man's Pier?
No, I just, it's a whole thing.
Is it puzzle related? Is it theme park related?
No, I'm like 95% sure I broke my finger a couple weeks ago.
It
hurts.
Hitting baseballs?
No, bringing in groceries. My finger snapped in half.
You could give me 1,000 guesses, and I don't think I would have made it to bringing in groceries as the reason.
Yeah, it just hurts so much, and I keep waiting for it to stop.
Oh man.
Because I'm not gonna be able to go to the doctor and do anything about it until next week anyway.
Why not?
I'm just too busy with work stuff, and I already have one surgery this week. I'm not gonna schedule a second trip to the doctor.
I mean, you could.
I'm also pretty busy.
That's a very American thing to say. Like, oh, I can't go to the doctor. I've got to,
I've got another trip to the doctor.
Yeah.
But it's really wearing me down. It just keeps getting worse, and it's frustrating.
Broken fingers will do that. I've never broken.
I've never broken anything before.
Just knock on wood.
I don't think so. I mean, surgically, I have.
You of all people, how have you never broken anything before?
I'm tough as nails, Jack. I am tough as nails.
All the stuff you did as a kid, you never.
Mickey Mantle gene, baby.
Wow.
I'm built like Ford Tough.
Beaks, have you ever broken any bones?
No bones broken here except for maybe a little bit of my skull.
What? No bones except maybe my skull.
Skull's a bone.
Yeah, that counts. How did you possibly break your skull bone?
Well, you know the famous child nursery rhyme, no more monkeys jumping on the bed.
Oh,
Yeah.
One fell down and broke its head.
Like I said.
Hello and welcome to the life of young BK. Yeah, my aunt was pregos and she thought it was really fun to like trip me while I was jumping on the king size bed. And I was small, so I'd like fall and I'd be like, ah ha ha, I'm so funny. Okay, you're gonna stop now. Well, she tripped me and I flew off the bed head first and I got a blood clot in my brain. So that probably explains why I got hired for Achievement Hunter.
Do you
that makes
still
sense.
have
That
a
makes
blood
sense.
clot in your brain?
No, it's
Oh, they got
gone.
rid of it.
They're
Did they surgically
suck
remove
it
it?
out. Yeah, they were gonna
They got a
suck
straw?
it out through my nose, but it went away.
Ew.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that was the surgery. They literally said we're gonna keep monitoring it. It's not affecting. It was like above my skull, but between my flesh, like where the blood clot was.
How old were you?
23.
Under 10,
Under 10.
probably. I was probably maybe 10.
Do you remember any of your life before this fall? Yeah.
I don't know. Don't yeah me.
Knocked out a lot of
Don't
memories.
yeah me. Oh God.
It leaked out through her nose.
Oh man. Ages 6 through 9 passed out with the blood clot.
Oh God, you're right. I can't think of it. I can't.
That's why you fit in perfectly with Achievement. Wow.
Serious emotional or physical trauma.
Yeah, head injuries and emotional trauma. It's pretty much Achievement Hunter's MO.
Yeah. You ever met Michael? Tons
Michael?
of head
Yeah.
injuries.
Yeah, that explains a lot.
What were we pointing at?
I was
Nelly?
pointing at a TNT reader's response said, BK, Jeff, I went on my first wooden roller coaster ever last week. It was terrifying and amazing at the same time. I think TNT has a phobia of roller coasters.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that's way to go
huge.
to conquer your fear.
Clearly they lived to tell about it.
Yeah, wooden coasters are a special kind of scary
Spooky.
because they sway very significantly and they're very rattly as well. You all right, Jeffrey?
I was just laughing at the dumb joke I said in my head.
Don't we love them? Those are the best. Oh man. But I want to get to some of these answers
Oh, yeah,
here.
go for it,
So
yeah.
the
What you
question
got?
we asked on our Return to the Forbidden Journey episode is if you have the opportunity to build a ride in the Wizarding universe, who would you or what would you choose?
Ooh, okay. This will be a fun one. And also there are new Harry Potter attractions coming
Wait, really?
to Epic Universe.
Yeah, Epic Universe.
They're building a whole new it's the
French Ministry of Magic.
Oh, the Ministry of
listen
you.
to
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Listen to
Where
Jeffrey.
Fleur Delacour went, and all those people.
Is it gonna be
No,
the
it's not-
with
it's
all
not
the
Bo-
prophecy orbs
It's not
and stuff?
Beauxbatons. So
No,
there-
that's where she worked after she graduated from Beauxbaton. She worked at the French Ministry.
who'd she marry?
Who did she marry?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think they got divorced.
She married Ron's older brother.
Ron's older brother.
Who became also part werewolf too.
Yes. Oh, so hot. Anyway.
He is in the Gringotts attraction.
Yeah,
Is it
that's
not-
Daddy.
Not, it's Fred and George. It's
It's Daddy.
not Peter. What's his
Daddy
name?
the Dragon Tamer. That one, right?
What's his name though? It's
Percy.
No, Percy was
No.
the headmaster. The oldest. Bill.
Bill.
Thank you very much. Bill
God
Weasley.
damn. Thank you.
Yeah, so Bill ends up marrying Fleur Delacour, which the age gap is a bit.
Chaz
whatever.
is Percy. They're lying.
No, but Percy he was the nerdy one.
Yeah.
He didn't marry Fleur.
He was like, I'm best boy.
But so they're building. So at Epic Universe, they're building the French area from the Fantastic Beasts, the second one. So
Okay,
that's
yeah.
going to be the area, but supposedly it's going to be a Ministry of Magic attraction where you get on and you get transported to the British Ministry of
Ooh,
Magic.
port key.
Or yeah,
magical
something like that. I think it's the flu. Like it's
Oh,
the,
yeah,
they have
yeah.
the fireplaces.
Flu pal.
And so you go there and do a whole thing, come back. And there was going to be a second attraction that supposedly was going to be a VR helmet broom attraction, but it's been postponed or canceled. And there's still like the area where the building was going to go. Like they've got that area still walled off, but they're not building it initially. Jeff, is your finger okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no.
So anyway, it's
That's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, absolutely.
It keeps sucking me back in. I hate it.
You gotta keep an eye on Theme Park Stop and Alicia Stella, all of her stuff. She goes through all of the permits and everything. She knows everything when it comes to that stuff. And then BioReconstruct over on Twitter, he flies around in a helicopter and takes photos of the sites being built.
In a helicopter.
Yeah.
He just has a helicopter.
I don't know if it's his, but he's certainly, it feels like he's up in the air about 4 or 5 times a week.
Probably like Gus. He just
Usually
rinse
drone
and goes
drone
out
it
for
up.
the day.
I feel like they'd like shoot it down.
No,
Like, we
no.
got a 2319, no drones allowed.
No, he's actually in a helicopter.
Wow.
It's a lot harder to shoot down a real helicopter in 20.
Right. That's what I said. Okay, well,
on that.
yeah, helicopter you can't really do, but a drone you might just shut it down. You know.
So very cool stuff.
That's cool. That's awesome.
Disney and Universal, they have EMP technology. They just
They press it, sound out a wave, any flying objects just crash.
Well, Disney has a no-fly zone over.
That's what I was gonna ask.
World.
Yeah, so I assumed. I was like, how are they flying?
Yeah, you can't do that. I mean, I think it's like certain distances you can fly
Super
around,
zoom
but
camera.
there is like you can't just fly over Magic Kingdom.
See, I would do that. I'd be like, yeah, that's like a great date. Like maybe I propose to somebody like flying over
Yeah.
Pick
Magic
one.
Kingdom.
they'll tell you can't do this, but look at us.
Well, we got a couple cool answers
Okay.
for the rides that our pass holders think they would do. And this first one is from Sarah Bellum. Love your name, by the way. They said, I would love a Dobby-themed ride. Imagine a ride that starts with you sneaking into Hogwarts kitchens for a snack when Dobby runs up and asks you help finding Winky. So you follow Dobby around different areas of the castles that you might normally not see, looking for Winky until she's found, probably passed out drunk from butterbeer. That's pretty cute.
No,
I like that.
Winky was. I don't think she made the jump to the movies, right? She's only in the.
I don't
books.
think so.
Yeah,
I don't-
I'm curious if like they can reference stuff that's book related in those parks.
I don't know. I don't know. The movies are the only thing I know at this point.
Yeah.
But I like that idea. Anything with like Dobby or seeing like areas of the world you wouldn't normally see would be really cool.
Yeah, Dobby's great too because it's like you can just recreate that
Right.
character because CGI character. So that's.
And like the voice, even if
yeah.
you can't get original, like people like can do the voice.
Yeah, just not the. God, not Bradley Cooper in Cosmic Rewind. Anyway, that's a whole other thing.
Look, it wasn't in the budget.
Why? How do you not get Bradley Cooper to do Rocket in Cosmic? Anyway, he did Tower of Terror, or he did Escape, whatever. Anyway.
Doesn't make sense. But this one does make sense, and I love this house, so this is pretty cool. Zach Matthews suggests, how about a Halloween Horror Nights house based on Azkaban?
Ooh.
Guests could travel through different cells and prisons and experience different Harry Potter themed nightmares brought on by Dementors. I think that would be awesome. Honestly, like that is sick. I love Azkaban. Prison of Azkaban's like my favorite movie, so.
I think from what I understand of just like talking to people involved in kind of like the theme park stuff, apparently J.K. Rowling, horrible person, she has control over the Harry Potter universe.
Of course she does.
And she has said no Halloween Horror Nights stuff around Harry Potter. That being said, this year at the Halloween Horror Nights stuff in Hollywood, because the park is much smaller, they have people dressed as Death Eaters in all of the.
Wait, really?
Yeah, in Diagon Alley.
Oh, they're gonna zuck my soul.
And
Oh my
so,
God, I'm
like-
gonna be so scared but excited at the same time.
So they hide behind stuff and will like jump out and be like,
Oh my God, really?
Yeah.
Wait,
And so-
really?
yeah.
Are we gonna see that this weekend?
No, that's in Hollywood.
Oh, stupid California. Every time. Why do they always get better stuff?
I don't know why they can do it. Like, as far I genuinely don't know why they're okay with it. But I mean, like, Halloween Horror Nights takes
Wizarding
place.
stuff's not even there.
I mean, no, they have Diagon Alley, they have the castle and stuff.
Okay.
I
thought we were
totally
special.
understand the desire not to have it appear in horror stuff, though.
Yeah, no, I get that. But it's interesting that even to that level, it's like, oh, they can do that over there. So
Yeah.
I don't know why they're allowed to get away with it in California, but not in Florida. So anyway.
No, I agree with you.
If you work, come out to Cali, guys, please. Yes, TNT Radar, I'd love to, man. If you guys know, please let us know in chat. That'd be great.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I feel like I get you don't want it spooky stuff, but maybe just like a ride that is based in Azkaban or the scarier, darker side of things would be cool.
Well, yeah, there's so much spooky stuff out
Right?
there that they could absolutely do, but yeah, those movies got dark towards the end.
Oh, yeah, bro. Like, once we started talking about Horcruxes and Double DZ just dying, I was like, that's a lot. Like,
You could have an attraction where you have to awkwardly dance with your best friend's girlfriend, and it's like real slow and awkward. And it's
don't remind me of that scene. I blocked that out of my mind. Like, that doesn't exist to me.
yeah, that's.
It was for emotional character development.
Oh no,
okay?
I get it. I get it.
We need to settle the debate whether Hermione was interested in him or not.
Sorry, I have a Harry Potter expert contacting me right now. Charlie is the dragon guy.
Charlie is a dragon guy.
Charlie-
Thank you.
And also, lol, Death Eaters don't suck your soul. That's Dementors.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Thank you. Yeah. Death Eaters are just the bad guys.
Thank you, Katie.
That's like the thank you. Thank you, Kate. Sorry. Yeah. I appreciate it.
I asked if she wanted to come to Florida with us, and she's like, no, I'm good. She's not a fan of the spooky stuff.
No spooks?
No, so she's gonna hang out. She also has been in Australia for a month, so she's
You gotta rest
Oh yeah, how'd that go?
well.
I saw the photos.
Yeah, so got a new niece.
Oh, how cute.
Super adorable.
Oh.
And you don't want to meet that child, you said, and that's why you didn't go.
We're going next year, dude. Imagine me just getting in the way of like someone with a brand new fresh baby. I was like, nope, I don't want to be in the way of that.
Right.
I'm gonna let,
Like, stay back. It's a fresh baby.
yeah. You don't know what could happen with it. So, do we have any more answers?
Yeah, we do. Credits, Justemium. I totally didn't say that right. I'm so sorry, credits. Their answer's cool. While I'm not really into Harry Potter anymore, which is totally fine, I overall strongly disliked Fantastic Beasts. Ooh, hot take. Okay. I mean, the newest one wasn't good, so I'm with you on that.
I didn't
but
see it.
the last one, honestly, just
First one I thought was really good.
first one,
okay.
I enjoyed it.
Second one, not too bad. First one, the best.
There were some interesting ideas in the second one that is like, okay, like the idea of like, hey, these humans are gonna make a war, and it's like
Right.
we gotta stop that. It's like, oh,
Like the ending of the second one ramped up really good.
yeah, and then the third one was like, eh.
Third one was, like, honestly, hard pass. It makes no sense.
That's how I felt about Pirates of the Caribbean. Second one was really good, and then
You didn't like At World's
build up-
End?
I thought the first trilogy
At
was
World's
great.
End with
Doo-doo.
Elizabeth Swann as a pirate?
that part was cool, but the rest of the movie,
With the ships, you know where they filmed that scene? That scene is crazy. All right, let me chill. Sorry, let me chill. Let me not. I was getting a little aggressive. I felt it.
It's just that it wasn't very good.
I mean, okay, fine. Like the pirates
Just
meeting,
a
and they all
hater
had the
over there.
tokens.
Yeah.
Ah, it's okay.
And they had the guy from the Rolling Stones.
Yeah. Okay.
The father.
This is Daddy. Papa? No, Papa Pirate? Oh my God. All right. I'm very upset now.
You're doing a great job of listing all the stuff I didn't like about that movie.
Oh my God, it's the best parts. Oh, Jesus. Oh, well, credit says, I think a Men in Black web swinger style ride with Jacob and Newt would be amazing while you're given a wand and you have to aim spells at creatures in order to capture them and return them that have escaped from his case. I think that was a really cool idea and it's not violent.
Yeah.
So I think that's like higher on my list of doable.
That person's getting a park map. That's
Yes,
actually a really, really
that's
clever idea.
really clever.
Great idea, person.
Lighten them up right now.
Well, right now, Universal, they're replacing Shrek 4D is being, watch your finger, Jeff, is being replaced. The rumor is it is a Minions attraction where, I don't know if you watch the Minions movies, but they have
I've seen Despicable Me.
well, okay, then.
One in,
I did the
maybe two.
Minions ride.
Yeah.
Did you like, you said you liked that one, right?
It was good. It was a good
That's
ride.
cute.
I don't know anything about the movie, but
Gabagee.
the ride was good.
And so, in the Minions movie, they have a thing called, I think it's like, is it Minion Con or Evil Con or something? It's basically like a convention where evil people go to show off their gadgets and whatnot. So the attraction, so supposedly they're building, is going to be a tour through like the Minion Con like convention, and you get a laser blast and you get a shoot stop. So that's going to be cool.
Laser blast.
So I'm excited to see that. That'll be coming out next year maybe. We'll see how long that one takes. I'm curious.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Minions. They're funny. They're funny little guys.
There's a new one of those out, right?
I
There
think so.
are.
Apparently, a bunch of people wear suits to go see the movie or something.
Really?
I don't need to hear about that on the interwebs. See, Ben Lex is shaking his head.
He's one of those people.
People dressing up in suits and going to watch the movie.
Yeah,
People
apparently like
dressing
a
up in
meme.
suits.
And that's a thing that you do, right, Ben?
Yeah, all the time.
That's
Weekends.
what Ben does. Sweet. Oh, man.
I love that. Well, Vibin, Silakbin, these names are so interesting, has a good one. Hey, to give some insider information, why Dragon Challenge stopped dueling around this time. It was a safety thing. I was working at Cat in the Hat at the time when people started getting hurt on DC. A passenger was hit by something small in the face and they almost lost an eye, or maybe he did lose an eye. And then it happened again within 2 or 3 weeks of the first incident. They didn't know what hit the people. It was a big park-wide mystery. It was like something like a bolt coming off the train, or possibly maybe someone else in the park is throwing things at people as it flew by. I think they stopped dueling because the possibility that loose change was coming out of park at riders and hitting other people. Okay, so you're talking about dueling dragons. That's what you mean by that.
Yeah, so Dueling Dragons was the
yeah.
original version before it became Dragon Challenge.
I only know dueling dragons.
Oh, Dueling Dragons was so great. That was such a cool coaster. It was a Fireball and
It was blinding people, apparently.
Apparently.
yeah. So the blue and the red coaster.
Bring it on made
the
me
red
love
was
it.
the faster one.
Yeah, red was red. Yeah, but like ice like turned stuff and stuff more. I thought.
Yeah, it was. They were both awesome though, because
They were
usually you
super
would go
awesome.
like ride one, turn around, go right back, and get back on, do the other one. That was fun. And then they replaced it with Dragon Challenge, which is essentially the same coaster. They never went against each other.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And but over at Epic Universe, they are doing a new dueling coaster. Whether or not they're side by side, it's like a racing coaster, as opposed to like going at each other. So you actually like weave in and out of each other. It looks
Okay,
really,
that's
really
cool.
Yeah.
Well, for some insider knowledge, you get a park map.
And
Beautiful.
does it allow you opportunities to like wing lug nuts and
Oh yeah.
change at people?
Of course.
Okay.
Of course.
Good,
I mean,
good,
it's
good.
part of the attraction. too.
Wing. This is winging.
Have you ever
Wing
heard
it?
something like you wing something?
Winging at somebody?
Well, wing it is when you're haphazardly doing something. Is that the same
yeah, it's
wing?
also
Another way of
that's
saying it.
another use of the word wing. Yeah.
But
Okay.
like if I gave you like a baseball and you just throw it, like, oh, you just winged it out there.
Yeah.
Chucked it.
That's also
chuck is
yeah.
another term you can use.
Maybe this is a phrase that's no longer
In the lexicon?
in the
Yeah.
public vernacular.
Yeah,
That is
right.
older from when
I like
we were
it.
kids.
I'm gonna start
So, yeah.
using it now.
Okay.
I used to say wing all the time. Wing it at you.
Well, here we go. This is the last answer here from JPina137. They say, hey, Jack, Jeff, BK, and Ben, as per BK's request, how about a magical safari ride hosted by Newt Scamander, riding on your typical large capacity guide vehicle, or maybe even a flock of thestrals, the winged skeleton horses. Oh, that would be so cool. You can enjoy a fun Kilimanjaro safari style tour led by Newt to discover all the amazing flora and fauna in the Wizarding World. The ride could have a fun Luna Lovegood cameo. That's what I was going to ask.
Yeah.
With Newt talking about magical creatures, as she would eventually read about in the Quibbler. Oh, that's awesome.
If
That's awesome.
I'm not mistaken, I want to say Luna Lovegood eventually marries one of Newt's grandkids, or
Oh,
maybe
really?
even like son or something.
Okay, that's cool. Oh yeah, in the new gen stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't do all
The
that.
extended universe.
Oh, no,
stuff,
extended
yeah.
universe. I heard they made a musical about it or something, and I was
Oh,
like,
Jack's seen it.
you've seen it?
No, I've seen the stage show, but there's not a musical.
Oh, it's just a stage show.
Yeah, yeah.
I just saw the signs everywhere in New York. I said,
actually, I saw it in London with the original cast, and then I
Ooh.
went to New York and saw it with that.
Okay,
original
cool,
cast, too.
cool.
There's also there was an off-Broadway show called Puffs. That was all about the Hufflepuffs that existed during the same time in parallel with like Harry and Ron and Hermione. Really, really funny show. Really great off-Broadway show. And,
Cool.
I think it's on iTunes actually. You can actually buy it. And
I mean,
watch
Broadway doesn't fail in its adaptations. Like, the Shrek musical is really good, okay? I'm serious. It's ridiculous, no doubt, when you look at it, but it's actually really good.
it. Okay.
Remember back in the early 2000s, Jack, when everybody in Austin was in love with Dear Wizard Reader people?
Oh yeah.
You'd
That
like
started
go,
in Austin, right?
yeah, you'd go to Vulcan and rent it. Yeah, I never
Yeah,
saw it. I don't know if it's any good or not.
Yeah, it was like a guy doing a narration of Harry Potter stuff.
It was very popular here. I don't know
Yeah.
if it's popular.
I had never heard of that. That's cool, though.
Yeah, wizard, like Dear People, Wizarding Reader.
Dear People Wizard Reader, or Dear Reader Wizard People, something like that.
Something along those lines. Anyway,
Purple people eaters.
I didn't know that actually was here in Austin, like or started here in Austin.
Yeah.
Huh.
I think the dude lived
Makes
here.
sense though.
Oh,
I think the dude went on to do other stuff too, successfully.
nice.
Anyway,
I've got a cool one. I'm not sure what the question was here, but I'm gonna guess. I think I remember this one. Yes, I do. This is our episode with Disney Dan. I think we asked people what their like Disney church hymn would be, which I absolutely
love Disney Dan. That guy is awesome.
Disney Dan is
I
awesome.
don't like him.
Well, dang.
Hot
kidding.
take.
I'm gonna tell Dan you say that. That's my
I'm
bro.
kidding. I like him so much. I thought
you
remember,
see his
I
fit?
wanted to fire Jack and hire him.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
I was like, hit me up on social, and then he did, and I was like, well,
Oh well, I'm
he's not
busy.
talking to you.
No, he's got the whole garb now. He's
Yeah,
like
he's
building
awesome.
out on the outfit.
He's got the full blown thing. We're seeing if we can get him out to Extra Life this year.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, there's a lot of responses here. Vincent44 says, if there was a Church of Disney, I'm going to go classic and say When You Wish Upon a Star. Hymns are kind of
Oh, that's
thing
smart.
that are classic, and there is no Disney song that is more classic than that. That's a great one. Disney Dan responded with a truly an honor. I had so much fun to see you at church.
Aw.
I can't
Well,
believe you
thanks,
said
Dan.
mean stuff about him.
Oh,
How dare you? How dare you?
Ooh, I felt that. Molly Williams says, can we start a petition to get Jack and Dan to go to Disney World together? Because I just need to see those two experience the park together.
Oh man, I would love that.
That is super cute, and I would too. That would be like so much excitement. Like I honestly don't know what I'd do if I were. I would pay to just be around y'all's energy, like just to be there.
Well, it's so much fun, like when you go somewhere like that with someone who appreciates it on the same level you do.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, not saying you guys don't, but it's like, you know.
It's okay.
Well, you've never been to a park with me yet,
I
Jeff.
know, that's true.
It definitely applies to me.
I'm so excited to go to a park with you for the first time.
I can't
It's
wait.
going to be a blast.
I'm geeking out.
And
already.
yeah. I mean, just to like show off stuff. There's like things I know. It's like, oh, this is cool. Like, look at this. You probably never noticed this before. Like that kind of stuff.
He just wants to
That's a blast.
tell you stuff.
He can tell me all the things. I don't know much.
Jeff got to go to a theme park I had never been to before. Very first time theme park. That's super rare. And we spent a whole day together at a theme park. It was
true.
awesome.
You didn't have anything to say.
And I banged my head around on the Saw ride, and that really hurt.
Oh man, but
Got
that
free
was
hot
so
dogs, though.
cool.
We got free hot dogs because the credit card machine didn't work.
Oh no, the worst. Let's see. Ravenclaw Time Lord says, I was listening on Spotify and had to come over to YouTube to see Dan describing Disney church services. Okay, so you're in, got it.
Nice.
No him though with that response, so unfortunately, love the vibe.
Thank you.
so.
You know, we'll give him a
Love
park
the
now
vibe.
for
You
making
know
it.
what?
Thank you for
You know
making
what?
the trek.
They made the
Because you
jump.
came over from
Appreciate
Spotify,
it.
all the way from Spotify to our YouTube channel where you could see us and leave a comment. You know what? You get a part, Matt. You're right.
Beautiful. Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
We
Let's
love that. Thank you for the support, everyone.
Yeah, Smalls925 says, answer for the hymn, I think Go the Distance from Hercules would make an excellent Disney hymn. It's powerful and has a good message.
Jeff, what is the can you tell me the chorus of Go the Distance?
I've never seen that movie.
Are you serious?
What's that movie?
Are you,
What was the movie?
Jeff,
I'm
Jeff
gonna
is
cry.
my favorite improv partner at all of Rooster Teeth.
I'm gonna cry.
Yeah, yes, and. I said I've never seen that movie, and then you respond.
No, no,
what's
no,
the
no,
movie?
no.
Hercules, is that what you said?
Yes!
No, I've never seen it.
What do you,
I've never seen the film.
I'm gonna cry.
I wish you wouldn't.
Fun fact, I hope you would. Fun fact, the guy who does the voice of the singing version of Hercules is, I think it's Andrew Bart is his name. He's playing Doc Brown right now in Back to the Future, the musical.
Here, I feel bad. Let's try that again.
I saw him in London.
Cue me up again.
Hey, Jeff, how does the chorus go for Go the Distance?
I don't know. I still haven't seen the film, man. I thought something would come to me, but it didn't. It's, yeah.
Oh, you're wonderful.
I'm
You're
so
wonderful.
sad.
See, Beaks, you could.
I haven't seen so many movies that are going to make you cry.
See, Beaks, you could start a podcast about like classic Disney films and force Jeff to be on.
To watch
I've seen a
all of
lot,
them.
but your idea of classic and mine are different. Like,
Similar to what
you say
I.
classic Disney films, I'm thinking Fox and the Hound and Robin Hood.
Okay, sure.
I'm not thinking
Wait,
Hercules.
yeah.
I'm not thinking movies that came out when I was in high school.
So,
God.
you know the music that you listened to when you were in high school is now classic rock. You know that, right, Jeff?
I'm aware of that.
Yeah. Like the first time I heard One by Metallica on a classic rock station, I was like, oh my God, are you kidding me?
I wouldn't describe Metallica as classic rock.
It is now. It came out in the 80s.
Well, okay, well, classic's a sound, isn't it? At least for rock.
Yeah, that's an excellent.
Right?
That's an excellent point.
It's not just an
That is an
era.
excellent point.
Like, I think classic Disney is more of an aesthetic than like
More
a
of an
time
aesthetic than a
period.
time
You know what I
period,
mean? Like,
yeah.
well, who knows? Yeah.
Listen to
We're gonna make you play Hercules. You never seen the Muses?
The what?
Oh my mother.
What's the Muses?
Bless my soul, Herc was on a roll.
Is that part of the movie?
Undefeated? No.
Are these songs in the movie?
If is good.
I still don't know what's your. You keep saying things, but I don't know what
Pain
these things are.
and
Are these these are things
this
from the
is
movie?
payback from the recording earlier today. This is all I get, okay?
What is
all
all
these
I
movie
get.
references that go above my head.
That's true. It's true. That's
Orange
fair.
Whip. Orange Whip. Orange Whips.
Oh my goodness. Well, there's some more hymns here that I'm happy for. More songs probably Jeff doesn't know. Big D0228 says, Circle of Life as a hymn. Enough said. Absolutely. You get a park map.
That's a good
Oh,
one.
Circle of Life. That's from.
Please don't do this to me.
got this. You
What
got
is it?
this.
What is it with the lions? What is that movie called?
Oh my God. I'm gonna...
What is the movie with the lion?
The Lion
called?
King.
There you go.
Yeah. Is that what that's from?
oh my heart.
Nailed it.
Oh my
I've seen that one.
The movie with the lions. What's
saw
it
that one.
called? Jesus.
It wasn't called Jesus. It was called Lion King. I remembered.
It's Hamlet.
I was so tempted to bin Lexa Jeff and say Zootopia.
I'm on the verge of tears. Can y'all please stop?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, my heart, my heart. I'm loving some of these last-minute entries in the YouTube chat as well here. Let's see, Gary says, I would go for Life is a Highway from Cars.
Ooh.
I love that song. It's my only Rascal
I will
Flatts
say,
song
Jeff,
I
you'll
enjoy.
appreciate this. In Hercules, James Woods is Hades, which is oddly appropriate
cool.
now.
I wish James
Cool.
Woods was
Not a
not a lunatic
Yeah.
now. What you're describing, BK, where I don't know a thing, and then it makes you want to cry inside.
Yeah.
That is perfectly encapsulates the last 4 years I worked at Achievement Hunter, I think. Which is me just wanting to cry on the inside because nobody understood.
Oh, I can't, all the
reference I
sports
made.
ball stuff, all the cards, all that.
That was before I was even doing all
Even before all that?
Like
Okay.
Jeff and I, I've said this a number of times,
Reality
but my goal on every single Achievement Hunter video I was ever in with Jeff was just to make Jeff laugh. That's
Well, I
all I
love
would try to
that.
do. And I did it once or twice, I think.
Well, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Let's see. We got a couple other hymns here that I like. Let's see. Amethyst Lawrence says, I don't know if it necessarily counts as a hymn per se, but I feel like a great big beautiful tomorrow from Carousel of Progress would be a type of song that a choir could sing to raise spirits of churchgoers. I work at the Disney store in Times Square, NYC, baby. And we
Oh,
play it
you're
when we're
familiar
about
with
to
New York
close.
City, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
I'm just double checking, right?
That's where I moved from.
I know, yeah, that's why I brought it up. That's why I mentioned it.
Oh, thank you. I thought you forgot.
No. I was even supposed to go to the goodbye party with you and Kai and Jeremy, but I got COVID.
That would have been cool.
Yeah, well,
Good vibes.
COVID had other plans.
Well, I like this deep cut pick, so I'm gonna have to give you a park pass signed by the Annual Pass crew. Ace OXAT says, "You got a friend in me." That's a great message. No idea how it would
That's
sound
a
as
song.
hymn.
that is.
From the Toy Story.
It's a hymn, Jeffrey.
Yeah, Randy Newman. I know that one.
Yeah, they said apparently Achievement Hunter should give it a go since they did a great Randy Newman impression years ago.
Oh, you don't know about Randy Newman,
Yeah.
Achievement Hunter. I don't know if that's still a thing.
It's more,
Back in the olden days.
I would argue it's almost more of a Funhouse thing now. They've had whole episodes of Randy Newman on their stuff.
You mean Funhouse does Achievement Hunter? Yeah, I've heard about that. Oh, I kid.
Open up more bags.
Yes. And we'll get our last answer to this question, which is what Disney church hymn you think should exist if a Disney church did, and Rooster Teeth passed last. I love that username. Is awesome. My answer for the week is so many good answers, but I'll give my top two. Can we all agree that Phil Collins is an absolute genius, and it would be blasphemy if I didn't list him and Son of Man from Tarzan as gold level hymn music? And Try Everything from Zootopia is my go-to song when I need a reminder to keep going in life.
Okay.
I know this is family friendly, but say some shit about Phil Collins.
Phil Collins fantastic, but Tarzan I'm not a fan of because it beat out South Park for best original
Who
score.
cares?
I mean, how many other musicals has the South Park guys done that have been released in theaters?
Well, unfortunately, theirs wasn't quite good enough to beat Phil Collins.
I think
You'll be in my heart?
I think it was a little too edgy for Phil Collins, or to beat out Phil Collins. Anyway, I have issues with.
Phil Collins was very
Issues,
edgy
you're
in
upset.
Genesis back
Oh
in
yeah,
the olden
but we're
days.
not talking about Genesis. We're talking about the Tarzan movie.
Whose soundtrack is the only good thing of that movie?
Never saw it. Good.
You never experienced
Is
the
that the- oh,
greatness
is
that
that
is
the one
thrash in the camp. Are
Is
you
that the one
kidding me?
with, is that the one with Brendan Fraser?
Oh my God, I'm gonna.
He played
George of the
Tarzan, right?
Jungle.
It was George of the Jungle.
Oh,
but-
George of the Jungle. Same thing. Same thing.
thing.
Jack, how do you
Same thing.
deal with it? I can't do it
Tarzan and
anymore.
George of the Jungle.
Years and
I
years.
can't
Same
do
dude.
it anymore.
Years and years.
That's
and
like
years of this.
Armageddon and Deep Impact. Same movie.
Oh my God.
I don't want to miss a thing.
Oh my God. Well, I'm just saying, I think Phil Collins in Tarzan soundtrack, that is, yes, him worthy, 100%.
There is nothing negative you can say about Phil Collins. Nothing negative you can say about Phil Collins.
I
It is
feel like you're
there's
setting me up for
nothing
failure.
wrong. It's not Phil Collins' fault. Phil Collins won an award. You wanted to go somewhere else.
True.
That's not a thing. That's not a thing to hold against Phil Collins.
I guess that is true. But
You're
he
mad
could-
at
he
him
could've-
for making
he could've
good
declined
music?
it. He could have declined it and said, "Hey, the South
Why
Park
would he
movie-
decline it?
South Park movie.
He made a
deserves
remix
this."
with NSYNC.
I'm sure that's what he was thinking. It's like, I can't accept this award. I know Jack liked this other thing better. I'll never hear the end of it.
Anyway.
Well, because you don't like Phil Collins, last pass, you get a park pass signed by us, and I'm gonna write, let's go Tarzan.
Yeah, there you go.
I have no issues.
Suck
with I have no issues with Phil Collins. Just the Tarzan soundtrack. It's like,
Tarzan is Phil Collins to me, okay? I don't know if I'm anything else.
Well, all right.
I lied. The studio's really good stuff.
All right,
okay?
we got to get you a Genesis album here pretty soon.
Okay. Sorry to disappoint.
Phil Collins fueled half of our recording sessions in the old days.
That's true.
Do you
Chat
guys
feels
still do the thing in Achievement Hunter where we would play music to hype ourselves up before we recorded?
Wow, that's
Yeah,
something
we would
you
play
do?
like Randy Newman.
I would
That
play
sounds
music
like
all the
you-
time.
Oh my
and
gosh.
Hall & Oates was
A
huge.
little warm-up?
Big Hall & Oates.
Huge. Yeah,
Do you know about Hall & Oates?
What is
We used
that,
to do
a
that.
cereal?
all the time.
Collins, is that a cereal?
No, Call and Oates. Hang on.
These are things you can bring
All right.
bring it back with all your favorite Disney songs.
I-
They could become like the new anthems of Achievement.
I think they'd kill me.
We had an official playlist for one
Call
time.
note.
You can't play that. You can't play that. You're gonna get in trouble.
To hear one-on-one,
What-
please press 1.
What would you like to hear?
To hear
101?
it girl, please
It
press
girl?
2.
Press
To
2.
hear man-eater, please press
What would you like to
3.
hear?
To
Man-eater?
hear privatize,
Well,
please
privatize.
press 4.
All right.
3 or 4?
It's a phone number.
All right, cut it off. Cut it off.
Jack, no.
It's a phone number you can call, and it's for emergency Hall & Oates. If
Yeah,
you need
Hall &
Hall &
Oates.
Oates, it's Call & Oates. My buddy Dan showed that to me about a decade ago at this point, and it's still around. I don't know who's running it. But
Who
whoever you
pays
are,
for that?
It's amazing. I don't know. Here,
Someone has to keep it up.
I'll
should-
share.
it should be a
I'll share
national
it.
endowment.
For those of you lovely people in the chat right now,
Someone write it down for me.
719-266-2837. It's Call & Oates. You can 100% is a real number. 719-266-2837.
5309.
I have no idea who runs it or who set it up. It's been around forever, but it's emergency Hall & Oates. If you need Hall & Oates.
Is that a person?
No, it's a robot. It's a recording.
Well, you're saying Hall & Oates like I'm supposed to know who that
Do
is.
you not know who Hall & Oates is?
No.
Oh no.
How does it feel? Mr. I've never seen Hercules, Mr. Hey,
Hall
you,
&
Mr.
Oates.
Big Guy.
Hall & Oates sold 75 million albums. Daryl Hall and John Oates, they were maybe the most consequential mainstream band of the 80s. They were.
It's like them and Guns N' Roses.
I said
I
80s.
know Guns N' Roses. I didn't know that. Are you? What? I probably have heard a song. I'm talking
sure
about
you
with
have.
names.
I'm sure you have. Just Hall & Oates, that's what they're called.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have homework to do now.
No. Well, you don't
No.
feel like you need to do homework.
No, I got to do.
It's
I gotta do
it's
homework
it's
now.
from the olden times. It
I like the olden
clearly
times.
no longer has relevance.
Well, it might.
Yeah.
We'll bring it back. Vintage is in. Okay, throwbacks are in.
Vintage.
They're
Okay,
still
nostalgia in.
They're still around.
Yeah, they're still alive. They're not
Still
dead.
alive? You Wait for their comeback tour.
play music.
Everybody's got Boys to Men went back on tour.
First concert I ever went to
Really?
for my 11th birthday.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's a good
Hall
first
& Oates.
concert.
It was
Maybe it was
great. It
too
was a big band boom tour.
I went to the Horde Festival. That was my first concert. It was
Like Blues Traveler.
Blues Traveler, Dave Matthews, Rusted Root, and Lenny Kravitz.
I cannot think of a place I'd rather go less.
I was at South Park Meadows, actually, like when South Park
Oh,
Meadows was an
yeah.
actual venue. I love that place, man.
Yeah, South Park Meadows was great. I used to see a lot of shows there.
What was your first concert you ever went to, Beeks? Or have you ever been to a concert before?
I went to my first concert. I was another wee lad moment for me. I went to Cher.
Oh.
My grandparents,
okay.
and I was dressed up in her like silver outfit.
Yeah.
I had they had like a child's version of it, I'm in it with the hat dress thing and everything. I fell asleep through all of it and woke up for the one song I knew,
Well, that's good.
which was "Believe" at the end as the encore.
That's very funny. That's super cute though.
I don't think I really haven't been to many concerts. The
You-
only other concert I went to was like Paramore.
You're not doing ACL. You're of the ACL age. You should be all over it this weekend.
No,
Paramore's
no.
playing
I'm gonna
ACL
be
this year.
Paramore
gone.
is playing at ACL.
I know.
Red
Couldn't have
Hot
bought
Chili
tickets. We're gonna be at Halloween Horror Nights while that's going
Right.
down.
Well, what about last weekend?
Yeah, you could have gone last weekend.
Well,
It's 2 weekends.
It's 2 weekends. So.
If you're gonna live in Austin, you got to go to South by and ACL at least once.
I want to do South by, but I was like still visiting when it was going on, so it'd be pretty
South
cool.
by is ridiculous.
South by
Yeah.
Southwest.
Just don't pay. Just do a brand deal or something through Rooster Teeth so you can get a free badge. You don't want to pay for it.
I heard they're super expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
I think in 2000, I got a film pass for $50.
I got a music wristband in
Yeah.
1996, 97, 96, 97 for $36.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
Now they're like
that's the equivalent of a
1,800.
badge. Which
Yeah,
is,
they're like $1,800 now or something.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we used to. So Rooster Teeth. When I first started Rooster Teeth, it was like the third office by that point, but it was downtown, like at the heart
Oh,
of downtown
right.
Austin. It was like 7th and Congress.
Yeah.
Oh wow. So you were in
And,
the thick of it.
Yeah, so
Reese's.
during South by, we would literally just kind of finish up work early and just look for
Walk
just,
around,
just
yeah.
for like open parties and just
Yeah.
go drink and eat.
Because I've seen how it is downtown. It's buck wild.
Just
right now.
free. I don't know what it's like now because it's a little,
Yeah, a little
more
corporate.
sanitized than it was, but it was just free beer everywhere. So you would just like be hammered by 3 p.m.
You got to be on the list now.
Yeah.
You got to be on the list.
But yeah, you would just walk
Then-
down the street, and be like, "Oh, is this open? Cool."
Kind of the cool thing about South by back in that era, it was kind of like what Sundance went through with Slam Dance, where there was a period of time, I would say like maybe 2008 to like 2012, 14, where there was like a local rebellion for South by as it was growing, and
Right.
so there were a bunch of like anti-South by
Right, like don't go. Yeah,
And
okay.
like so there were a ton of free shows. For every South by show, there was a free show with
to be
free
like,
booze,
boo,
and
don't
free
pay
food
for it.
somewhere
Right.
else, yeah.
Okay.
It was a cool time.
That's cool. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was fun times. Do you have had time?
Yeah. Well, it's,
Jeffrey-
I told myself when Jack's stroke happens, I gotta
Thank you.
go.
I appreciate you. Get out of here before they have to call the ambulance. Jeffrey has to take off, but that's okay because producer Ben is going to step in
Oh my gosh.
somewhere.
I
I don't
thought he
know.
could hang
And
out with
he can look at the answers, and Beeks can try not to cut herself on the.
I've been working on the single part for the last 45 minutes.
How is it going?
I need tweezers for sure to
You
do
need
this
tweezers?
successfully. To
Cody,
do
do we have tweezers?
No, we could barely find these, Jack.
I love you.
Bye. Love you, Jeff. Stay safe. Have fun. Sup, Ben Alexa?
You look
Look.
so cute. Take a look at our new merch.
Rocking the fanny pack, which is available at stores and store.roosterteeth.com. Also, the annual pass shirt as well. The character shirt. What do you got? What do you got in your fanny pack there?
A charger for my
You
laptop.
actually
got a
really do
laptop
have
charger.
tweezers.
We got tweezers. See, look, Cody's on top of it.
Look, I'm ready for our trip this weekend.
Got a little bit of
You
everything.
look so cute.
Yeah.
Super cute.
So, Ben, you excited to go to Florida?
I haven't really thought about it because I know as soon as I think about it, I realize I'm going to 10 haunted houses this weekend.
Oh man.
Yeah. Very nervous.
Yeah, I will say
Yeah.
we had a like a production meeting yesterday to kind of get an idea of like the amount of stuff we want to do during Halloween Horror Nights, and my gosh, where there's so much content we want to produce and make. Again, make sure to follow us on all of our socials. We're annual_pass over on Twitter and on Instagram, and we are Annual Pass Pod on TikTok.
TikTok.
We are going to be making lots and lots of stuff on all of those channels this weekend. So keep an eye on that live stuff. We're gonna have recorded stuff. We have on Tuesday our very first Annual Pass vlog is hitting. So
Oh, exciting.
from May, when we were out there for our live show, we recorded a bunch of stuff. And so it's going to be myself, Ben, and Katie going to Magic Kingdom and also and Epcot.
Yep.
And then
Surprise guest.
yeah, and then we have a little surprise guest, and then the next one will be coming out the week after, I think, is going to be us at Volcano Bay. So if you want to see shirtless Jack at Volcano
I've never been
Bay,
to Volcano Bay.
it was my first time. It was a
Never been.
blast. We had a really
You
good
know
time.
what I did? My mom was like anti-water park stuff.
It's
you
still
know what I
open
mean?
down there, so like when we need to de-stress from all the horror
Maybe.
park stuff, you and I can just sneak
Go
off
sneak
to
out just for a
Volcano
little
Bay.
bit. Just run a couple ones. That's good. I have a question for y'all.
Go ahead.
In lieu of the next question that we are talking about, what are some of your rides or attractions that are on your list of things you can miss?
Things I can miss,
Yeah.
like what, like ones I mean, obviously your big ones like your Jimmy Fallon's.
Right. We said that's
Yeah.
top on the list. Like,
That's an-
unfortunately, not unfortunately.
That's an easy walk away from right there. Man, I don't know. I think-
This?
Yeah, like you can miss, or not have to miss, but like, look, don't stress about
Like
that.
if I had to choose.
If you had,
right?
yeah,
I
instead
have
of
an
choosing
hour
what you
left
do
in the
first, you have an
park.
hour left in the park. Which ones you're definitely not even stressing about? You're
I
not
think
even worrying about it.
It's a Small World. I think
Oh,
that's
yeah.
one I could bail on. I mean, it's classic. Obviously, it's been
Right.
around forever. But
Stuff
that's
like
one.
teacups, magic
Yeah.
carpets. I feel like you could miss those.
Dumbo, like, I mean, Dumbo's fun, but it's like, you just go up and you spin and you go down. I mean, that, like, saying on that note, also the Astro Orbiter, which is basically Dumbo.
Right, it's the
in
same
Tomorrowland.
thing.
That one I can miss, and also on that same note, the Aladdin Magic Carpet Ride, which
Right.
is literally at the third of those thingies.
You cannot miss the adrenaline-fueled people mover
Oh, no, you
have
No,
to.
that has to be.
You
Yeah,
have to
that's
People
definitely not on this.
100%.
list. Yeah,
You gotta go
have
People
to do
Mover.
the People Mover.
Yeah, every time you go to Magic Kingdom, Magic Kingdom, you gotta go People Mover.
I feel like so I won't miss ET, but I'll definitely miss the Shrek one, even though I heard it was good.
Well, the Shrek ride's gone.
It's gone.
Yeah,
Jesus, I didn't pay attention.
No,
I thought I saw a bunch of promotional stuff about it still.
No, Shrek is gone. That's where the new Minion thing is that I was telling you about.
Oh, the Minion thing.
Yeah, where the evil con's gonna
Oh,
be.
that's where it is. Okay, so I see what you mean now. Okay, I could have swore I'd seen some stuff about it still.
Although I do
like,
appreciate that you take after Jeff and then you just don't pay attention.
I don't
to me,
pay attention.
So that's good.
No, it's more not paying attention. It's more my mind overrides itself with like incorrect past memories.
If it helps, I was Googling who Hall & Oates were off stage. Just trying to
I have a feeling. I heard Maneater, and I
God.
think I know that song.
Mike, help me, please. Jesus Christ.
So that's all I
Surrounded by
had.
children.
I'm not a child. I just said I didn't know their names. I tell you, I probably knew the song.
The like 5 bands you listed, I think I knew one.
Oh no.
Did you say Dave Matthews? I think Dave Matthews Band you listed.
Is that a
Yeah,
That was the
band?
one I.
Dave
yeah.
Matthews. He
That was
was.
a person.
Do you not know Dave Matthews Band?
I
The jam band, the basically the Grateful Dead for the early millennial generation.
apparently I'm not millennial enough.
Man, see, technically I'm a millennial, but I'm right on the edge. I hate calling myself a millennial because there's a term.
No, I'm a millennial.
I know,
I'm
and
the-
technically I am too.
Ew.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't consider myself a millennial. Thank you for that, by the
Sorry.
way. I appreciate you. You literally looked at my face and
I said, ew. I looked at him dead in his eyes.
The thought of you being in the same age bracket as
Ew.
Jack.
Oh,
That's
God.
incorrect. Don't say that.
Yeah. Anyway, I prefer the term the Oregon Trail generation for myself. So, did you ever play the Oregon Trail?
I've heard of it. I've never played it.
See, when computers weren't pervasive, when there wasn't a computer in every single classroom, you'd have a computer lab.
Yeah, I
that
went
you
to a computer lab.
Okay,
I had a
yeah.
computer lab.
So like in elementary school,
we played
had a computer
typing games,
lab.
no fun Oregon Trail stuff.
Well, there's a game called Oregon Trail, and that was like you would go play Oregon Trail, and so like you would go to the computer lab, play Oregon Trail, and now that was like this little window of about maybe 5 years, and like the millennials born between. It was like 80. I think millennial technically is born in 80 to 80, and basically 80 until
looking
like
this up.
91. I think is millennial. But yeah, like I was born in 82, and so I had that time, the Oregon Trail time,
That's
and
fun.
81 to 96.
81 and 96.
Yeah,
there
it's
you
way
go. Yeah, so I'm
further
like-
than you think.
So if they're the Oregon Trail generation, what are the next games that are the generations like
Neopets?
Neopets would probably be one.
RuneScape?
Current generation's got to be like Fortnite, right?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. The Zoomy babies are on that Fortnite grade.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah. So that was my thing, because like I hate calling myself a millennial because I don't feel like a millennial.
Right.
Because like millennial to me is someone who grew up with the internet. Like they just grew up with the internet was already a thing. For me, we didn't get the World Wide Web until I was in like 8th grade, and so.
Middle school, but like, yeah. I mean, I was aware of chat rooms, AOL, all of the like browser games were my speed.
Did you ever deal with dial-up, or were you?
Yeah, I had dial-up. I
Okay,
had dial-up.
okay.
I know the tone.
I remember having to fight with my parents to get like broadband internet. So
I remember just getting yelled at. I was always on the computer. My mom was trying to make a phone call. And I said, no, this is my time, Mom.
see, that definitely fits in like our bracket.
Right. I know the life.
Okay.
Life didn't, miss me.
I'm really enjoying the last 30 minutes of this like live stream just being us dating ourselves.
I know, yeah, God, I already feel like an old person.
Yeah, you guys have to worry about dating yourself.
Well, I have to say, I brought up the list that we can miss because I'm assuming this question here from our Simpsons Ride episode is what we could potentially replace the Simpsons Ride if it went away.
Well, we talked about that because the Simpsons obviously is owned by Disney, and
I did not know that.
Yeah, so Disney owns Fox.
Okay,
and
okay, well, yeah,
And
that makes
so
sense.
The Simpsons falls under that category. And so
Okay.
we talked about that because, like, if you were going to replace The Simpsons with something, what would you replace it with?
Okay.
Because at some point, that contract is going to go up, and they're going to have to do something.
I think they have like 3 more years left.
Yeah, and actually, I talked with Tim Tracker was talking about like what would you what would you replace, or what would you do with Superhero Island? Because Marvel, like Disney can't use any Marvel stuff east of the Mississippi, and I was saying like maybe let Disney have the Marvel stuff back, but keep Simpsons. Like basically sign a contract. It's like okay, Simpsons are ours for theme park stuff.
Playing with massive franchises.
Yeah,
like
that's
they're playing
wild.
Cards.
Yeah, well, but I mean, it feels so odd to me that like that Marvel doesn't exist at Disney World, you know? Like, I mean, other than, or Avengers characters, basically. Like, so Disney
Yeah.
has the Avengers contract.
Yeah, there's like, isn't there like a little place? I thought there was a theme park outside of Universal in Florida that has Marvel characters.
Well, so they can have Marvel characters, but they can't have Avengers, which is the weird thing.
Oh,
So,
okay.
like,
so that's why I'm seeing stuff like X-Men characters rather than
yeah,
like.
yeah. You'll
okay.
well, I mean, that's why like it's Guardians of the Galaxy, Cosmic Rewind, because they're not Avengers.
Oh,
And so
okay, yeah.
that's why you're seeing like Guardians coaster at Epcot. It's
Okay.
like they can get away with that.
But Universal has like the Spider-Man ride, the
Yeah.
Doctor Who ride,
Hulk.
Hulk.
Storm,
Yeah.
Celatron, like.
Cause like I have from friends, like, cause I do a lot of cosplaying, and they do. They did some characters and they got scouted for some sort of Marvel thing, but it was in Orlando, and I was like, well, Avengers Campus is not there. What are you doing? So apparently they were trying to do the Marvel thing before we had all the stuff over in Hollywood, like back in the day. But I don't know what it was. It was like a small like area, like something that I don't know, like separate. So I'm gonna have to look it up.
Yeah, let me know what you find. I'm
Heck
curious
yeah.
about that.
But the Simpsons ride, if we're getting rid of them, then I love these answers. So these are gonna be great. I think this is a great like question to end on. So how do I say? How do you say that one? Sesame.
Susamin Schmertz. I'm assuming that's correct.
Evil
Way better at this than I am.
Incorporated.
I defer to you.
Shushin Smirts, Evil Incorporated. That's definitely not your name, but here you go. I'd be okay with them closing Simpsons if they bring back Back to the Future, the ride. Yes.
That was a really popular
Yes, you get a part. Yes, you get a part, Matt. You get a part, Matt.
Did you see that Christopher Lloyd and Michael J. Fox reunited
Yes.
this weekend?
Ah,
near
that was
Comic-Con?
so beautiful
So
to
sweet.
see. It was so sweet. Oh my goodness.
That makes me happy.
Dave Hill has an answer. Until recently, the Simpsons music was done by Alf Carlson. Hans Zimmerman only did the movie. I guess that's a cute little fun
Hans Zimmer.
fact. Thank you. Thank you, David. Appreciate it. Darth Livion says, if Simpsons Ride does go away, I'd replace it with a Hobbit or The Hobbit or Lord of the Rings ride. Can you imagine being immersed and going on a side quest to reclaim the mountain or a side quest of taking Isengard with Merry and Pippin and the Ents? It would be absolutely amazing. Yes, 110%. I appreciate you. I love this. I want it. Make it happen.
You're a big Lord of the Rings fan?
Yeah. Yes. We just heard screams from beyond.
they're currently.
Michael hates Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, Michael apparently does not like Frodo. Apparently, he's the anti-Frodo gang. Okay?
They're recording Lasso right now in the Achievement Hunter office, and it's getting loud over there, to say the least.
Oh my goodness. No, I love Lord of the Rings. I've been watching Rings of Power, and I'm super excited because it's like my favorite age in the lore, the second age.
Nice. The Silmarillion or whatever it is.
Million. I've got like a bunch of collector's books and stuff about like the history of Middle Earth. So super cool.
Nice.
Morbidly Holly says, I think if the Simpsons ever leave Universal, they should take the opportunity to make a permanent Halloween Horror Nights area and create Jack's Dark Carnival. They could keep the basic Simpsons land designs and reskin them as terror.
I like that idea.
That's cool.
I like that, but do you think having like a horror section of a park that just lives there 365 is that a good idea? Like, do you want to make it a special event when you have horror stuff? Or?
I get what you mean.
You don't go horror with it. You make it like a permanent Halloween area, like a Halloween town, so to say, without taking Disney's name.
Yeah, right, because that is Disney.
But
Careful.
people will show up year round as an excuse to like dress up in a costume. hang out.
Totally. And there's a lot of people who are like, look, horror time is year round, not just October. So I like that. I think leaving the carnival vibes as it is, but like Jack took over, could be a cool way to transition out though.
Plus, it helps them like keep Jack in the memory as like a centered IP if they ever want to do more. Like we've talked before about Halloween Horror Nights, them expanding to more like making a movie,
Right,
a TV
right.
show. Like I don't know.
That'd be interesting. But to your point though, I don't know if I want spoopy all the time. I don't know.
Just the occasional spook.
Deem says, I'm curious to see how this whole Simpson situation plays out. I honestly can't see Springville being important enough to USF that they consider cutting a deal that involved the Marvel rights, unless they had something big lined up to replace it. Because I'm sure Imagineering already has ideas on how to install Marvel into the Florida parks, and we probably start on it 5 minutes after the deal was done.
Yeah.
And I'm hard-pressed to think that any of the IPs that would be viable, unless they somehow manage to wrest DC away from Six Flags. So is Six Flags incorporating DC stuff?
So
Batman Park? Yeah.
Six Flags has the DC contract right now, so that's why like you see like Superman, Batman rides, like Mr. Freeze is up in Dallas. They finally flipped it around again. Used to go, Mr. Freeze was backwards for ages, and they finally flipped it back. But yeah, so DC is pretty much all of Six Flags stuff. As a matter of fact, we looked into talking to Papa Warner about doing something with Six Flags at one
Papa
point.
Warner.
So we'll see, because we are owned by Warner Discovery, which owns DC. So maybe in the future we can do
You might
something
have
with
to
them.
tap them and say, well, let's go with it.
But-
I ain't never been on a DC ride before.
There was a dirty rumor floating around too that Comcast was looking to buy Warner Discovery, which is like
That's
just
big
getting
time.
bigger and bigger and bigger.
Trading cards.
Yeah. And so Disney and Comcast own every entertainment
Right?
property on the
Then
planet.
we'll have
so.
a problem, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah.
I went to Six Flags over Texas, the one in Dallas, Arlington.
That's over Texas.
like
yeah.
literally last weekend, 4 or
Nice.
5 days ago, with our editor Dennis, and we both chickened out on the Mr. Freeze ride.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
that's
rode,
a good
scary?
I
ride.
rode the Titan. I rode
Oh,
the
Titan is so much more intense than Mr. Freeze.
and I rode the Titan, and I rode what's the other one? The
Texas Giant.
Texas Giant.
Yeah.
Rode both those. Great, very intense rides.
You did Texas Giant, but not Mr. Freeze.
Something-
What's Mr. Freeze? Is it a drop ride?
No, Mr. Freeze. It's
a roller
an out
coaster?
and back. So basically, it's one track, and you get on it, and it's a launch coaster. So it launches you. I think you do a couple flips, and then it ends by going literally vertical, straight up. And then as you're going up, there's like a little like a.
And then it drops me?
Well, it goes up, and then goes up more, and then you drop. And
No,
go
there is a drop.
As opposed to just like a ride that goes straight forward and then ends, and also like it's
Backwards, I can barely handle
Yeah.
Everest. I can barely handle the mummy.
This is Everest on steroids. So.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
it looked pretty wild. It's also like Jack and I have been running a lot and whatnot, and so like for whatever reason I've been a lot more sore lately, and just something about like I rode the Texas Giant and getting off of that ride like.
Your
Something
body?
in my body's just like absolutely not.
Your body was like, no, no, no.
Don't do that again.
Don't do
You're
it.
getting
Don't
old.
push yourself. That's your limit.
And then seeing Mr. Freeze go up and then shoot backwards, I turned to Dennis and went, I don't think that's.
That
the
might be
parts
my
for today."
second
Maybe.
Six Flags trip. Not the first one.
Yeah, maybe the next go around.
All right. Well, next time we go, we'll all go ride Mr. Freeze. It'll be a lot of fun. Or first
Sorry,
time
yeah, no,
because-
my excuse should have been I have to wait to ride this ride with Jack. and
That would've been
Tina.
better. That
Sorry,
would've
I
been
can't
better.
go.
There you go.
Well, Steam actually had an answer for a replacement ride for The Simpsons, and I'm pressed to like this one. He says there's never been a great Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles attraction. Oh, y'all love your TMNT. Something cool with it would be awesome. I'd be much happier with a new ride system, replacing a certain lackluster attraction in the New York area. So I'd retheme the Simpsons ride for, how about the Iron Giant?
Okay.
Just imagine a kind of motion sim, but you're sitting in the giant's hand, like Hogarth, as he walks, runs, and flies around. There'd be a lot of fun. That's cool.
That'd be cool.
I like that.
Iron Giant's come up quite a bit the last couple days for me. I don't know why exactly.
Coming back into the current conversation, I think ever since Ready Player One,
Yeah.
younger people are like, what the hell is this? I need to know what this is.
Have you seen Iron Giant?
I have. I like animated flicks.
Harry Connick Jr. is like the beatnik dude. I love it.
So
He's
cool.
Such a fun character.
It's a great, great film. And then we have the last answer here, Raumo. I'd love if they replaced The Simpsons with the Back to the Future ride again. Have it exactly as it was, with no changes, no announcements, and pretend that the last 15 years didn't happen and they never heard of a Simpsons ride. You get a park, man.
They get like a park employee out there that like anytime someone mentions the Simpsons ride, they're just like, that ride hasn't existed for 30 years or whatever.
It's funny, the idea that they could just be like, oh yeah, it's Back to the Future, so we just went back in time and corrected some things, and now what are you talking about? We never left. That would be a fun way to sort of
Put it back in, yeah.
Use it, be like, oh, narratively, it actually kind of does fit. It's like someone manipulated the timeline. Now it's like, oh, it's back.
It was gone,
That'd be
and now
great.
it's back
Yeah.
again.
Like, what are you talking about?
I would be so excited. I'd cry. I'd want to be there when it opened,
Did
if
you-
that comes back.
Did you ever ride Back to the Future?
Yeah.
Good ride.
My friends would think I was crazy because they've gone. I went more when I was a kid, and they're gone more in their young adult to adult life.
Ah.
So when I talk about the ride, they're like, "Yeah, there's DeLoreans there," and I go, "No, it was a ride. There was a train. I remember it. I see it."
Well, the train's still there. The train's still there over in Simpsons Land.
Okay, cool.
And every now and then Doc's running around with his hat on. and
Oh,
stuff,
really?
yeah. So
I
he
haven't
still
seen
pops up,
that.
yeah.
See, they just need to do it. They need to just bite the bullet. Listen, no one gives a F about Simpsons. Give them a Back to the Future. Bring them back. Look, Rick and Morty's in. What about Rick and Morty ride?
Well, you know, Rick and Morty is based off a short called Doc and Marty.
Of course, I know
So,
that.
all right,
I think that would be awesome, though. How about them going through all of the Universal IP as a ride, and you're in their like spaceship with them?
But it's using the Rick and Morty portal gun.
Yes.
Like going through different. That
right.
Would be very cool.
That would
very
be
cool.
sick. And then we get like a lot of Back to the Future references. We could even have a reference to the ride in the ride, but it's like Rick and Rick saying something or commenting on Biff or whatever. I think that would be awesome.
I think you have a pitch.
I'm
we know some Universal creatives. I think.
Listen, you heard it here first.
There's someone at the end of the ride in a straitjacket just talking about how there used to be a Simpsons ride.
There used to be a Simpsons ride.
swear.
I swear there was one. That's funny. Even have the Simpsons locked up somewhere in one of the prison cells. I would love that. That'd be cool. That'd be really cool. Well, there we go. We got, what, 3 park maps out of that? You get a lot of park maps.
Yeah, we got still so many episodes to go through, too, for future
You
live streams.
do.
Yeah, we will hold on to them. So don't worry. So if we missed an episode that you answered in before, we will do them in future streams. Don't worry. That'll be lots of fun. And Beaks will have time to go through. So what have you accomplished on your your medal?
Don't at me. It's really hard. Okay, so first of all, Jack's got a booklet. This is what I get. Okay? Second of all,
You got the tweezers, you got the pliers.
Yeah, you got
I don't see what the
tools.
problem
I don't have
is.
any tools.
I had to curve this into a perfect cylinder.
Oh, you made like the top of a castle.
Yes, one pillar of Cinderella castle, not possessive. And the bottom is dissipated now. And it's really hard because you have to bend them in segments. That's the only part that's really hard. Like, I thought it was gonna be more like, I don't know what I thought. I mean, it's 3-dimensional. What was I thinking?
Well, I think Jennifer and Jessica believe in you two.
You believe,
So-
I have to,
Well, don't loop me into this.
No, you got one too. Like,
yeah, this.
Yeah.
Ha Pirates! I'll take the Princess Castle, though.
Oh, weird, it says Jeff on the back.
Oh, weird, that's crazy.
No, Jeff's got his puzzle. They
I don't know
sent
where my
Jeff
bottom
puzzles.
went. I lost the
Did you
bottom.
lose a piece of the?
It's really hard. This is not easy. First of all, this is not for children. Do not buy this for a child, okay? This is not for a child. It should have an 14 plus. Too low. That needs to be higher. I barely trust myself with these wire cutters, let alone where the pieces are. It's very hard,
Are you
Ben.
losing pieces? I can't.
I
believe
did. It was one piece, and it was for the bottom of my cylinder. I'm actually really sad because I had it right there, and now it's gone.
Jennifer and Jessica, like they were like, oh, we're gonna get this just for Beaks. She's gonna love it so much.
I can't wait for a supercut to like months from now when you like have this really messed up looking castle that's been twisted. It's probably on fire somehow.
No! Where did the bottom go?
How big? What does it look like?
It's massive. It's the whole castle.
Oh, the whole. Wait, you did the whole bottom?
No, I didn't.
Well, that's what I asked. What are you missing? You lost.
No,
something.
that's the other part. I don't want to lose that because it came off because you have to cut them. Do you see look at the tiny thing. You have to cut the tiny ones, and then these ones you don't cut because they go into each other.
Man, looks like you're gonna have a lot of fun with that on the next
Next live stream, see if I can
Yeah, we'll see.
actually make something that stands up.
Speaking about the next live stream.
Next live stream. When is it gonna be?
I have something. I don't know when it's gonna be. It's gonna be a month from now.
Oh yeah. Okay.
November. Well, we can't do November 12th because that's gonna be something else.
Yeah.
But we'll figure it out. Keep an eye on our
November
social
12th is also
channels.
Saturday. So.
Yeah, exactly. Keep an eye out for our social channels for when the next live stream is going to be. It'll be next month.
It'll be mid-November at some point. And Ben's cooking up something right now that we were going to try to get to this time, but I think we're going to push to next
So I want
time.
to tease that.
Okay, yeah. So
Ooh.
Ben, you want to
I don't
tease
know.
something that you're working on? With
So Gail Fox and I have been pulling together some ideas. Don't
Gail
worry,
Fox
it's
is our
not
thumbnail artist.
crazy. Gail Fox is amazing.
She's
Does amazing
amazing.
art. We've been concepting what the Annual Pass mascot would be or what it would look like.
Okay.
And I really want the audience to vote on different parts, like what would be the body,
Oh my
hat,
gosh.
the shoe,
That's so cool.
all that stuff. And she mocked up I think her version of what it would be like. And I would love to tease that, Brian, if you could throw that image up.
We have an image.
Named 01 Passy, and it's like her blank template.
Oh my
And the
gosh,
next
oh my
live stream,
gosh.
we'll vote on a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Look at that.
That's so cute.
A little passy there.
Oh, meta kawaii.
We have to make that as like a pin or like
yeah.
a shirt or
so
something.
cute.
So adorable. Annual Passy.
Annual Passy.
That's so freaking cute. I love it.
So next live stream. Next live stream.
There you go.
Next live stream.
Pick one.
Next live stream. Next live. Dang it. Next live stream. vote on the Annual Pass Mascot. Please show up, be in chat. We'll have a whole poll going and everything. I'll track it. And we'll have some amalgamation that maybe sometime in the future we can get like Jack and BK and Jeff to make.
Ooh, that'd be
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah.
I love
be fun.
Passy. I'm obsessed. It's giving gender neutral. It's giving they. It's so cute.
super cute. Well, thank you so much, everyone. I think our time's pretty much up. So, one, I want to remind everyone again, please grab some merchandise at store.roosterteeth.com. We have all of the awesome Annual Pass stuff. We've got the Annual Pass shirt that Ben's wearing. We got the one I'm wearing. I Survived the Annual Pass podcast shirt. Beaks has the old school shirt on. We have the fanny packs. We've got some new merch coming out very soon as well, and all of that directly supports our show. So we can always point to that merchandise sales as like, look, people do enjoy the stuff that we're doing, and we should keep making it forever. Please follow us on social media, annual_pass over on Twitter and on Instagram, and we're Annual Pass Pod on TikTok. And this weekend, especially, we're going to be making a lot of content for those channels, including live streams and all sorts of other stuff while we're out at Halloween Horror Nights. So now is the time to follow that if you aren't already. Also, speaking of following things, youtube.com/annualpass. This upcoming Tuesday, we have our very first vlog hitting. It's from back in May when Ben, myself, and Katie went out to Magic Kingdom and Epcot, and a surprise special guest towards the end of it as well. And we've got stuff hitting our TikTok channels next week as well. We've got so much content finally coming down the hatch. We are down the tube, down the pipe, whatever you want to call it. We've got a lot of fun things planned, and we're going to be shooting so much stuff. And you can watch the next stream, Beaks try to figure out how this castle works. Thank you again, Jennifer and Jessica, for supporting us in that. And thank you, everyone watching and listening. It really does mean the world that we get to do this stuff, and we wouldn't be here without you. So thank you very much, Ben. Thank you, BK. Thank you, Broadcast, for making this happen. We love you guys. We'll see you next time. Have yourselves a lovely day.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.